Gear Mondays, the greatest Metal Gear podcast ever.
I don't agree with you.
Releasing on Monday, every Monday.
How did you patch into my radio frequency?
Stinks in here. Bad.
Ladies, gearsmen, babies, and gentle thems, welcome to Metal Gear Mondays, a podcast about Metal Gear Mondays where we cover Metal Gear, Hideo Kojima, and all of his related shenanigans. I am your, we'll say MC for the week. We always talk about host, and then host gets very blurry over the course of these episodes. I'm your MC for the week, Liliana Wright, and I'm joined by huge Metal Gear guy Alessio Summerfield.
Question: did you mean to say a Metal Gear Mondays podcast covering all things Metal Gear Mondays?
Nope.
Is that meta commentary?
Yeah, sure. I mean, given what we're talking about, maybe. Who can say? Hi, Alessio. I say hi, Alessio.
Hi.
Thank you. It's like an audience participation moment there. And I'm also joined by huge Metal Gear guy, Chad Bedridge.
Metal Gear Mondays foreign correspondent reporting from behind enemy lines. Hopefully
Indeed.
never, but maybe soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully never, comrade. Unfortunately, we do not have huge Metal Gear guy James Reichmuth with us this episode. He had, life happens. We may have some things to like cut in throughout the episode of James as he has like thoughts about things, perhaps, but we will miss James for this episode, and we will certainly at the very least get his thoughts next time. So it's just the three of us this week. And I wanted to kind of start off with a quick question for both of you, because this is the first time we've gathered since a very specific date has passed, and I don't want to date the podcast very too much, but for this bit, I think we're going to have to. We're recording on January 22nd, 2026. Okay. 2 days ago was January 20th, 2026. A year on. How do you think it's going? World, his tenure. We'll just say. How do you think it's going? Pretty good?
Does this have anything to do with the game?
No. Has everything to do with world politics, though, because we're going to talk about politics in this episode. Because a right-wing terror group has attacked a very important facility. I'm just saying, we've had the president in the United States that we've had for a year now. I just want to get like gauges on report card. How you think?
Yeah, we should probably talk about the fact that the main thrust for the mission of the rest of the game is to save the president.
Mm-hmm. Can't relate.
And I don't know if I would take this mission on if it were this president.
No, I think that's a pretty good indicator of how this is all going. How that bit fell flat, huh? Thanks. Really love how that went. I'm very thrilled about how that went.
If anybody wants a quick laugh, just both a laugh and a cry in the shower, just go look for Donald Trump's Davos speech from yesterday. Pretty bad.
Was it? It's like 59 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's just like the most rambling, incoherent, like, I don't know. It's probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen in politics, like in my entire life, to be honest.
Snuck a little threat to us in there again. Hell yeah. We love to see it.
Also, just randomly started like describing in full detail military technology that was used in Venezuela, like that I'm pretty sure is confidential, just in broad daylight. It was
really
absurd.
wild when you just started graphically describing his genitalia to the whole crowd.
He'll do that though. You know,
he'll do that.
man
That does
likes to do-
happen.
Yeah.
Huge
Some cool
genitalia
shit.
guy.
Some cool shit. Though,
Well,
like,
reportedly not actually.
some cool shit did come out of the Davos stuff. There's a lot of really cool, just very aggressively direct speeches that I did not expect to hear. And I did hear some of Zelensky's address on Georgia Public Radio this morning.
Oh.
It was pretty good. Georgia, the state, not the country.
I was like, what the
I'm
fuck are you
doxing
doing?
myself.
Georgia Pirate Radio.
He's really on that pirate radio shit, man.
Oh yeah.
He's preparing in advance.
He's preparing. Well, I don't want to belabor the point. I think here's what's saving you, dear listener, this week is that if that bit would have gone better, we would have been sitting here way longer. But because it went shit, we're going to be talking about Metal Gear Solid 2 today. I know Alessio has some additional shit to bring up, and I say shit as in a complimentary way.
I really need to put like a shit sound effect in our.
You do.
I am shocked that you don't have one.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything like shit related at all.
That's crazy.
I don't have anything shit related. Yeah, so
I lied.
Once I pooped in my pants in school, and I just left it in all day.
Yep.
I mean, who amongst us, right?
Yeah. But yeah, so we're going to continue talking about Metal Gear Solid 2 today. Like I said, Alessio had a lot more research. We've done a lot more stuff. One thing that I will say before we kind of really get into it is that, like, as I was taking notes for this section, because the section that we are going to be playing through is from the beginning of the plant chapter all the way through Peter Stillman's cutscene and like explaining the plan with the bombs. Lots of stuff
bombs,
happens.
Lily? I don't know anything about any bombs. We're not there yet.
Well, we're gonna find out pretty quickly. But we're gonna talk through that section. Lots of stuff happens in that section. And the one thing I'll say is that, like, there are some things, some little details and stuff that, like, at least I noticed while I was playing that I don't know that I've ever noticed before.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of blow the whole thing wide open if you're like paying attention. So very excited to really kind of get in and talk about that. But what I would like to do is turn it over to my compatriot, Alessio Summerfield.
Your patriot.
Yep. To lead us in a hymn.
Oh.
Amazing. No,
Swing low.
Is this so is the stuff that you have, like, is this stuff that would be better for us to talk about as we go?
Oh, no.
So you want to, like,
I've got some stuff. Yeah. So first I will say I've got some brief corrections from last episode, some brief updates. I have a quote for the episode from our queen and hero of the season, Agnes Kaku.
Welcome to Metal Gear Mondays, the Agnes cast.
Oh yeah.
You got an air horn sound in there?
Oh yeah, I do. Hold on.
Hit that real quick. Yep. Agnes.
Also, I just had a 2-hour conversation with Christopher Randolph on Monday, and randomly he decided that he wanted to just talk about MGS2 for a minute. So I've got some fun facts.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if these are known, but yeah. And then outside of
Christoph Rand,
I found, I guess we can talk about it when we get to it, but I found, I don't know if it was part of like a Konami, like, strategy guide or a thing in a magazine or whatever. There's a page on Konami's website that I found that is still active and is just secrets about the game. And it's like secrets about every single part of the game. It's like the most in-depth secrets like list I have ever found. So we can go through those. I'll post the link with the show notes. I don't know why Konami still has this website operating. Like, it looks like a GeoCities website, but it's officially part of their fucking domain. But yeah, so I will do a quick plug for anybody who's like $1 plus patron, which we should do our quick little sponsorship doodad.
Yep.
But for everybody who is, initially it started off, I played the trial edition of MGS2 on stream for anybody on the Discord. Some of the corrections are going to come from that because I know we talked about the trial edition. But then I started playing the document of Metal Gear Solid 2 on stream. And then I have decided I'm going to play Sons of Liberty PS2 OG while I'm playing the Xbox Substance for the show. So I can do some comparison. Very strange, the stuff that I've already noticed that's different. Like in the main
It's actually
game.
like literally like I've been in there a couple of mornings just like hanging out and talking and goofing up, like been playing the serious stuff like the game and the document, played the skateboarding mini game. We've been playing we played the infamous Pizza Hut demo disc this morning.
Oh yeah.
So lots of really cool stuff. So hop in the Patreon and check that out.
It's $1
which you
a
can
month.
do. It's $1 a month. You can go to patreon.com/Metal Gear Mondays, where you can donate $1 a month to get access to the Discord and these very cool streams. You can also do $5 a month, and that'll get you access to the monthly Patriot Club, which is our very special podcast that we do every month about some fucking topic. We don't even know at this
I added
point.
like 50 more today.
Yeah.
I haven't taken a look yet.
We've got so much to fucking talk about. We actually went over like in our most recent episode, it was about things that we wish we could podcast about but can't. And at the end of that episode, we actually like ran down some of the entries on that we have in the hopper for our random draws. So
I've noticed that
check
a
that
lot
out.
of our random draws are just like existential, like hypotheticals. I kind of think we should put some more movies and games in here.
maybe, yeah.
We're all in our mid-30s. What do you want?
We literally we have one potential topic that is just nasty bathroom problems.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
That's
2 hours.
That's what you pay $5 for. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things too. Yeah, like so we
talk about games
decided
and movies as well.
Yes, we decided that what we're going to do, the way that we've been doing it since Metal Gear Mondays has come back, is that we've been doing every other month. We randomly draw 4 entries from our list of things, and then we put those on the Patreon for 5 and up patrons to vote on which one they want us to talk about.
5 years old.
5 years old. And then God. And then
I'm sorry.
And then the odd even whatever the other month is, we just one of us would pick just a thing we wanted to talk about. But we decided on this most recent episode that, we reserve the right to still do that every so often, but more often than not, we're going to do the random draw of 4 and have everybody vote on them. So you're going to be able to vote on options more often at the $5 and $10 tiers. So get hype for that.
I love the random draws, by the way. It's so much fun. It's sick.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun, and it always inevitably is like 2 like media things, a goofy thing, and then the most existential dread topic you've ever seen in your life. Like it's like I think one of them for this month is biggest mistakes.
I'm real glad. I'm real glad that's not winning the poll right now.
Okay, yeah, can we get alongside
alongside Yakuza 7. Yeah, it's
pertinent to this show. Bond films is one of them.
Sure.
And then the one that is currently leading by a large margin, The Guiltiest a Game Has Ever Made You Feel.
That's a pretty good one too.
That's pretty
That's a
fucking
great
good.
topic. Yeah.
So
I'm nervous we're all going to talk about the same games, but
I've got some ideas for what I want to talk about. Yeah.
Nice. I will say the correct answer is Depression Quest, because the moment that came out, the whole world changed. So if anybody knows about Gamergate and where we are today, the release of Depression Quest was the butterfly flapping its wings.
Yeah. I'm thinking about like hands-on, like I played this and this.
Yeah.
Like James's Wombat. I guess he's probably not
happy
about that. Yeah. He doesn't give a fuck. No.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's a monster. That's why he's not here. But yeah, so if you want to go and either make that options lead, run away even more, or give some love to one of the other options, $5 a month will get you access to vote for that. You'll also get access to vote for that at $10 a month, which is our video tier. That is going to get you access to the Patriot Club, just like before, but you also get access to video episodes, which is every episode of Metal Gear Mondays we record. This one, Patriot Club, anything, you're going to get our faces. So if you're watching at $10 a month right now and you can see what we're doing right now, thank you. Good to see you. Mushy mush. That fucking face, dog. I guess an emote like that. Almost that exact face is an emote in our
There are several.
There are several Chad emotes in the Discord. You want to get on top of those. But yeah, so $10 a month gets you access to that. We're also working on expanding our video offerings over the course of this year. So please stay tuned for that. And you'll also get to sponsor an episode. So we pick a sponsor every episode of Metal Gear Mondays that donates to the $10 a month tier, and we shout them out every episode. So Alessio, who is our sponsor for this episode?
Just in the nature of my bit that always ends up happening, it's Will Utley.
Oodles of noodles.
Is it William? Is it Wilson? Wilberg? I don't know.
Will I am.
Not
Will
Will
I
I
am.
am.
Not Will I am.
Yeah, so I gave this podcast $10 a month and they immediately fucking made fun of my name.
Thank you, Will Utley, for sponsoring the podcast on Patreon at $10 a month. We're still determining what the scheduling and when our launch date is, but follow us, twitch.tv/Metal Gear Mondays. We're going to be doing that fairly soon. And also go and review the podcast on your podcast app of choice, especially Apple Music, but Apple Podcasts, I should say, but any of your podcast apps of choice that allow you to review, please do that. That is going to be the easiest, quickest way for you to support the podcast, especially non-monetarily. That gets us out there and helps us find more audience and gets us more popular and lets us do more cool things. So please review the podcast. It's extremely important for you to do so.
Aw, somebody left us a review as recent as January the 13th.
Yeah.
Which from the time of recording is 9 days ago. So thank you.
Wow.
And definitely keep doing that, you guys, because that is incredibly helpful.
Is it a nice review or is it like these guys fucking stink?
It's a 5-star. I'll just so we don't fillet ourselves on the show, I'll take a picture and put it in the
tier.
Discord. Yeah.
I love the name. I will say I'll shout out the name. The name of this person is Why God Why.
Bro, same.
Yeah. Also, I did just get a message from James, and I will read that at the end of the show because it does have some spoilies.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, let's dive into the corrections and stuff. So some of this stuff, like I had mentioned, came from the trial version. So if you, for whatever reason, didn't listen to the last episode, trial version was a version that only Europe and Japan got, and Europe got 3 flavors of it. I was able to find an ISO online. I think the ISO that I found was the standalone, which was like the second release that happened. We erroneously said that it took you all the way to the 3 holds at the end of the tanker. It actually ends right after the Olga fight. So whatever. Anyway,
can I interrupt you really quickly?
Yeah,
just for a really brief thing.
Yeah.
There was one declarative statement that I wanted to make last episode that I forgot regarding the Olga fight and regarding her armpit hair. because I distinctly recall being a kid, a child, mind you, and seeing her raise her arms and seeing the armpit hair and being
made me into a feminist instantly.
It's like, that's crazy. She's a woman and she has armpit hair, and I was scandalized. And now, me being who I am as a person, anytime I see a woman without armpit hair, I'm like, ma'am, are you liberated? Do you need help? Is this a choice, or are you? Because okay, and that's it. That's what I wanted to say.
Kojima inspired all of this just because he wanted to put his fetish in a video game. What a man.
Yeah.
What a beautiful man.
Yeah. But yeah, so I will say the trial version, outside of that, the one difference that we noticed while we were playing on stream was that you get the USP so fucking early. It's crazy. And you have no camera, just the binoculars, which I thought was interesting. So I don't know if that's because they knew it was the demo or if it was because the camera wasn't built into the narrative yet. But yeah, so you have to shoot and kill Olga. There is no stamina meter. So, and it cuts away to like a buy it on blah 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 right after the fight. So like ostensibly, do you just kill her? Like one of our listeners in the Discord who was watching was like, she looks literally dead at the end of this fight. So I do wonder if plans changed. I don't know. She just looks like she is not breathing at the end of that fight.
I will say plans they really did do that incredibly intelligently with the plans changing, making her pregnant, making so you can only get the M9, making it so that her body disappears if you come back with the lethal gun, the USP. Like they really how they changed that around to make it was very intelligently designed.
Outside of that, like I had mentioned, I'm playing Sons of Liberty kind of alongside everything else. So last time we said, oh man, on release, it would be crazy if you played the plant first. Turns out in Sons of Liberty, you literally can't choose. It automatically makes you play tanker and plant in that order. It's not until you beat the game that it allows you to choose. So Substance is different. So I guess somebody could pick up Substance and play the plant first. But the original release was not. But
here now, almost 25 years later, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's no rules.
True.
Can you believe this year's 25 years since Metal Gear Solid 2 came out?
Yeah, that's pretty.
I'm pretty sure I did that math right.
Yeah, in September. In September, it'll be 25.
September. I said almost.
Yeah, that's fair.
The 25th anniversary of a couple different things, actually.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Oh,
Sonic's 35.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Oh,
and
no.
that's the only important other thing that we need to worry about.
I think it was the 20 year when I was living in New York, and you could see the memorial because they shot lights up out of the holes. You could see the 9/11 memorial from my backyard in Astoria, in Queens.
Shit.
Like it was crazy.
Whoa.
It is really insane. I was gonna say the you can see the rings, Sonic's rings.
Oh yeah.
From your backyard.
For my Sons of Liberty playthrough, I am playing on hard just to mix it up. Hard is very interesting because unlike Snake Eater, you don't have any alternative routes. You're just like, how do I get through this fucking hallway?
Oh wow.
So it actually is pretty difficult, and I did switch it to where it's game over on being spotted because I didn't feel like having to fucking reload constantly. And so yeah, it's interesting. You have 3 rations instead of 5. It seems like every fucking guard does a radio check in hard mode. So like you pretty much can't get rid of anybody. And then I noticed all the max ammo for the weapons is like severely cut down. So I will keep reporting as I go. The other difference I noticed between Sons of Liberty and Substance is the posters. All the posters around minus like the first 2 that you find seem to be completely different. So I don't know if they like ran out of licensing with
because these are like real models that they use.
And they were Maxim magazines at one point, weren't they?
I think so. A lot of them say like FHM or something.
FHM, right? Which is the other nudie magazine, somewhat nudie magazine.
But anyway, so
it's no Nuts magazine.
It's no Nuts. I'll tell you that much. That's right. No Lucy Pinder.
No Lucy Pinder.
Yikes. One thing I noticed from playing both different versions as well is I never realized that you could use the ditches to go from hold 1 all the way to hold 3 at the end of the tanker. And if you do that, have you guys done that before?
No.
So in hold 3, it's like there's like a little the camera will change when you get near it in the bottom left corner of the first hold, but there's like a little door on the floor. And if you use the action button, Snake will use it and then get into the ditch, and you can literally go under.
Holy shit.
And I thought at the end,
like when you're trying to get to the end of the room for the speech.
Yeah. And I thought it only took you from hold 1 to hold 2. Like I knew about that, but apparently you can do it from hold 2 to hold 3 if you find the other door.
Oh,
So it plays the whole cutscene of you seeing Scott Dolph,
it's just from like below.
from underground. So you're like
Oh,
seeing
hell
it from
yeah.
the grates.
That rules.
And you come out like on the side, literally like right next to that dude who keeps dozing off. So it was cool though. It like changed the entire cutscene. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, so I just wanted to, I've been trying different things depending on which version, just so I can maybe get like a little bit more of an idea of what's different. The only other thing I wanted to mention it last episode and I just totally forgot. With the retcon that happens in MGS3, it kind of makes sense that Ocelot's got a possessed hand because his dad is the Sorrow.
That's right.
Huh.
He's got psychic family.
I guess that's fair. Gene, like, okay, yeah, we won't talk about the
Yeah.
whole.
Anyway, I mean, I know
thing.
we all know the real reason, but
Well, I don't think
we'll talk
Chad
about
knows
that.
the real reason.
No, yeah,
which
yeah.
I
I mean,
think-
Lily and I know
we all.
Sorry,
Do I all know?
I meant
All
the-
know? I
I
don't know
meant the
about all
humans.
know.
I meant the humans on here, not the reptilians.
Whoa.
Well, okay, all right.
kidding.
Not
all right.
those maple syrup.
Yeah, Alessio's in war mode already. Trump hasn't
Yeah,
done
I
that
know.
shit yet.
Yeah.
It's ready to
100%.
fight.
Do you guys want to hear the speaking of ready to fight? Do you guys want to hear the Agnes Kaku quote for the episode?
Yes, let's get the
Fucking- You
Agnes.
bet your
the
goddamn ass I don't want to
I
hear
need
this.
a
Hell yeah.
I need a entry into the Agnes files.
So I will try to pick some better ones for the next episodes, but this
I-
one's
really
pretty
quick.
hardcore.
I think that the Agnes files is a great opportunity for you to use the gun click in your new sound.
Oh, nice. This one? Or
That one.
okay.
In tandem. Hope
All
that
right.
doesn't frighten somebody. The people have been frightened by the horn honks. I'm hoping the fucking gun
Who
goes.
the fuck is shooting at me right now?
Especially our American friends.
Yeah, we accidentally
out.
started.
Okay. And maybe us too. We'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe our
maybe-
Canadian friends. Who can say?
Maybe everybody right now.
Maybe everybody. Yeah.
All right, so Agnes says, and I quote from a 2011 interview with Hardcore Gaming 101, she says, and I quote, oh, sorry, real quick, context. So apparently everybody knows Jeremy Blaustein's localization of MGS1 seems to be somewhat derided online. When Agnes did her localizing, yeah, so if you don't know, you didn't listen to the last episode, Agnes Kaku is the localizer translator for MGS2. When MGS4 was happening, and this is why the interview happened in 2011, apparently Ryan Payton, friend of the show, I just reached out to him the other day, like no harm, no foul, like Ryan's great. I don't know if he meant anything by it or if it was just like he said something that just got taken out of context or whatever, but he said something negative about MGS1 and MGS2 localization in comparison, because he was the localizer for MGS4, which is how he got involved into all this stuff. So anyway, so Agnes says, quote, it's weasel words, kind of, but you know.
Weasel words.
She says, if Ryan is indeed doing that, he might want to think about the fact that the guy who worked on the first MGS, Jeremy, has since been blamed by Kojima allegedly for his lack of brilliant perfection. So much so that his work was replaced wholesale for the Nintendo GameCube. The girl who worked on MGS2 has been blamed for getting in the way of its brilliance, talking about herself, and continues to be talked about like an unfortunate relative online. I don't know what happened to the person who did the third one. I turned it down. But if Kojima gets it in his head that MGS4 was not brilliantly perfect, then perhaps Ryan will be joining Jeremy and I in the Lost in Translation Unfortunate Relatives Club.
That's fire.
Woo! I cannot get over it's weasel words.
Weasel words.
Weasel words.
That's
That's clearly a woman of
insane.
words right there. I do like that she came to Jeremy's defense too. That's fucking sick.
Yeah, when I did talk to Jeremy in December, he weirdly enough, I didn't know anything about the Agnes drama, but I mentioned MGS2 and he was like, "Oh, dude," he was like, "Agnes is awesome." So like they know each other, I think now.
Good.
In the interview, she clearly says she doesn't know Jeremy, but he seems to, at the very least, speak as if they know
Like
each other.
probably respect her. at the very
Yeah.
least.
Sure.
But
They're on the same side in this localizer civil war we have going on here.
yeah. So I will say this. So to carry us into the Christopher Randolph
Yes,
fun
cool
fact.
facts.
This is one I actually didn't write down, but when I was talking to Chris, he mentioned I started talking about Twin Snakes, and he started to seem a little sad. And I was like, what's going
Oh.
on? And he was like, I don't know if it's because we all were trying to capture the magic of MGS1, but he's like, I've
Oh.
always felt like Twin Snakes was all of us trying way too hard and the performances not being very
Huh.
good.
Oh man.
And I was like, oh man. But then I told him, I was like, they had a whole different translation for Twin Snakes. Like it was a different script. And he was like, oh. And so he was like, maybe it was the script as well then, because he's like, I just remember everything feeling very different in the studio.
It's kind of,
And it would have been enough years for him to be like, you wouldn't realize, like, wait a second, this isn't what I said last time.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah.
This would be a really great AB because we talked about this already, so this shouldn't be a shock to people, but we are going to like go back and like also revisit Twin Snakes. And with you Alessio, you've been like digging this like AB play thing. It might be a good shout to do an AB play of the original Metal Gear Solid at the same time, just to
Oh,
compare lines and stuff.
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
like what might strike out as different.
Twin
An
Snakes
AB
is-
connecting bridge, if you will.
Oh yeah. Twin Snakes comes up enough in my interviews for the book right now that I am kind of considering moving the goalpost from 1999 to 2005 for what I'm covering. Just because there have been quite a few actors who seem to remember way more about Twin Snakes recording than the original.
Yeah, that makes sense to me though, I think.
Yeah. So, but anyway, but yeah, so I'll give some fun book updates at the end of the episode for anybody who's interested. But yeah, so Chris dropped this knowledge. So, couple things. Thing number one, he said that all of the voice actors, when they came in to do their reads, and it was a normal studio. It wasn't like in a living room,
Some
like the original.
Random,
some random
like
house. in Hollywood.
50s actor's house in the middle.
Yeah, 20s
Latin
actors, even older.
Latin lover's house or whatever.
Yeah,
That's right.
So when they went in, essentially for minutes, they had to just repeat single syllable words over and over because the computer program that handled the lip syncing would use that to match to their mouths.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
So
wow.
all of the lip syncing in the MGS2 game is like done like via some program, and so they would have to like calibrate.
Interesting.
Huh.
And I don't know if that's every single time they went in or if it was just like a one and done kind of a thing, but he did say like they literally had to sit there and just like say like single syllable words kind of at random.
I would love to get like a hold of those reels.
Mhm.
Like, Agnes,
Yeah, please. Anyone.
release the
Leak the
syllable
reels.
reels. Leak the reels. Leak the reels. It's weasel words.
Speaking of weasel words, Chris did say, and he didn't say this in a negative way, but Chris did say that Konami did not cover airfare or hotels or transportation
Fuck
or
off.
thing. And for him in particular, right? Like he's in New York. Everyone
Yeah.
else is LA, but he's New York. So for him, it's like he literally told me, he's like, dude, I had to pay out of my own pocket to like fly out there because I thought they were gonna recast me if I didn't.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
God.
And that was both for Twin
Yeah.
Snakes and for MGS2 because like
God.
Christopher
You hate to go through so much additional rigmarole just to be
Oh,
there.
100%. Yeah, Chris, he wanted to be a film actor. And so after MGS1 wrapped, like 1998 MGS1, he pretty much just went back to New York because he like kind of chalked up his time in LA, like 10 years in LA is like a wash because he didn't get much work out of it. And so when they told him like, yo, we need you for Twin Snakes, he's like, oh, what the fuck? So that's why he's like, well, I guess I got to fly back
Oh,
out
shit.
and crash on a friend's couch. But yeah, so anyway, even with MGS1 being a runaway success, Konami was still like, nah.
Nah, dude.
But
Sorry.
he did say for MGS4 they very much so took care of everybody. So
Okay, that's good.
eventually it took 4 games.
Yeah, for you know.
Yeah, they were a small indie studio until Metal Gear Solid 4 came out.
Right, all right.
Yeah.
Most of them weren't even in 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's those are the scraps that probably will not be mentioned in my book that you guys can have. Everybody will have.
Exclusive.
Fucking book. And Alessio Summerfield. I'm writing it from a fucking historian. I'm writing a book.
That's actually going to be on the back of the book. It's
Yeah,
exactly that.
that's the quote that I write
Yeah,
for it.
that's the pull
Like,
quote.
I'm sending emails to fucking people about things.
I love it. I love it. I wish it was just emails.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. From some of the
Yeah.
stories you've told us, yeah, you do.
Yeah, it's a little weird, very strange. So for the next thing, I'm just gonna go over secrets that pertain to the shit that we've already covered before we get into the game. This is from that weird Konami. It's Konami.com. Again, I'll put it in the show notes.
The Geocities website.
Yeah, it's weird. Here, I'll post it in the Discord, but it's konami.com/mg/archive/mgs2/secret_en.html.
What? Huh?
Very
That gave
fucking
me
weird.
fucking whiplash, dude.
They for sure forgot that that's there.
Oh,
yeah.
Like they don't
yeah.
even know.
Like it still says new under vamp and miscellaneous
true.
secrets.
I just love like
I wonder.
Snake sneezes. Snake gets excited.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna run through all the ones that pertain to what we've already covered. So if you take a photo of Olga during battle, she gets mad. But if you enter hanging mode while you're fighting Olga, she makes fun of you. If you call him while you're looking at her knocked out, Otacon talks about how she's cute, which is kind of grody.
It's fucking weirdo. Typical weeb.
Yeah, but if you kick her and then call, he gets very mad. If you attack the Marines when they're lined up and hand to hand, they will crash into each other like bowling pins. I had no fucking clue. That's amazing.
I love that.
I love that they specify getting a strike does not give you anything. When a guard says shoot me during the holdup, we talked about how you could shoot their elbows or whatever. You can also hold a Nikita missile, a Stinger, or an RGB, which is the grenade launcher, and they immediately are like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Thermal goggles will enable you to see whether or not a soldier has a dog tag. Did not know that.
Cool.
If you keep pressing the action button when equipping the camera or binoculars, you will see the name of the soldiers on top of their head while you're looking at them.
Oh.
Yeah. It says if the date of birth is shown on that soldier's dog tag, it will coincide with the date of the PS2's game clock, which is interesting. And if you set your
She's just
name,
fucking murking people on their birthday, dude.
yeah, like what is going on, dude?
That's fucked up, brother.
If you obtain the dog tag from the soldier with his headphones on at the end of the Deck 2 port that we had talked about, you will find out that soldier is named Gact.
That's
Japanese
fucking
musician.
crazy.
Oh,
That's
what?
insane. That's fucking nuts. You
By the way,
yeah, Genesis himself.
By the way, Chad, for our Kamen Rider heads in here, Gact does the theme song for Kamen Rider Decade.
No shot.
He
I
100%
have something to look forward to.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love a bit of gagged.
Apparently, there is a steel pipe in Deck 2 port. If you flatten yourself against it and wait for the enemy to come, the pipe will fall, revealing you to the enemy. You can take a picture of Ocelot and hold 3. If you come out from under the floor, like I mentioned, and you look in first person, you can literally see him standing there and waiting, which is crazy. And then, I don't know if I ever fucking knew this, there's another Vulcan figure in the plant chapter. Like the little Vulcan Raven action figure. Yeah, there's
Like a
another
second
one. Yeah, I had no idea this entire time.
Oh, there's 2?
Yeah, there's one in the
Oh,
plant.
wow.
It says Shell 2B1, so we'll come to that at some point and mention it.
Huh.
If you complete the game twice, from the third time that you play onward, Snake and Raiden will wear sunglasses. And this is only in the Japanese and European version. How sick is that?
That's like some Brent Rambo acts, man.
Some things that carry over from MGS1 that we didn't talk about. So if you press the elevator button quickly, like once or twice or 3 times, the elevator will actually come quicker, which is interesting.
Would have been nice to know.
You can put C4 on people's backs. That is a thing. And I think we talked about this, but the you can take a ghost photo if you take a picture of the projectors in the holds.
I do think I did mention that.
Yeah,
because I like accidentally did it.
Have we recorded this podcast 3 times? Because Lily's got her sunglasses on.
No, it's that the shortcut to Lily having her sunglasses on is that you have to tell Lily secrets.
Oh, okay. I like something like that?
Prescription, by the way.
Oh, I've never owned a pair of prescription sunglasses. I should probably do that.
It is a fucking game changer.
Yeah, it's sick.
Holy shit. Because I hate transition lenses. They're such a pain in the ass. And I hate clip-ons because I like unique shaped glasses like these ones. So
yeah.
it's got like a nice pair of prescription sunnies, and they are
Nice.
incredible.
Hot take. Historically, I don't really care for sunglasses. Don't really wear them ever.
Ooh.
Like, I think.
Well, listen, if you had a prescription in them, maybe you would.
Yeah, it's true.
If you could see, perhaps you would enjoy sunglasses more.
I don't know
Is that
what
the
it is.
issue is?
No, I mean, it's weird. I don't know.
Let's
to
unpack
me,
this.
it's like cumbersome
Yeah.
to have to like remove a pair of glasses and put on a different pair of glasses, because then you have to
Nah,
always
bro.
carry a second pair of glasses with
That's
you.
true.
Nah, bro. Because if
true.
they're prescription, you can just wear them inside and it's fine.
That's true.
I
think
will only get
the only
shitty
time I wear them
Amazon.
is the beach. The beach is the only time I wear sunglasses.
You gotta have sunglasses at the beach.
You
I
gotta
can only
have
get
sunglasses.
shitty Amazon sunglasses because I fucking lose every pair of
No,
sunglasses.
100
So
yeah,
I
that is
cannot get
also-
anything more than $20
Yeah,
now.
that is also a very real thing. All right, let me slam through this so we can carry on. If you equip a cardboard box with a design that is different from the boxes in the area, people will just come and check on whatever that is.
Shit. I think I did know that, but that's good to be reminded.
Yeah. If you press
that'll inform some decisions later.
Absolutely. I do think, and we'll talk about it when we get to it, but I do think MGS2 might have the best implementation of Kojima's like use the different boxes to get to different parts of the game kind of mechanic that he seems to want to integrate into everything, but I feel like has always been kind of a failure. Yeah. Anyway, if you're on the title screen and you press L2, you can make thunder sounds.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Kuwabara.
When you complete the game, the face on the title screen that was Snake turns into Raiden, which we talked about. But if
We
you
did talk
complete it
about that.
again, Snake will come back.
Okay, so
So
you can change it back. It just
Yeah.
requires maximum effort.
Yeah. And then if you complete the game in Tinker/Plant, you will see Metal Gear Ray in the background of the title screen.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Which I never noticed. This is probably stuff that we kind of danced around, but if you knock on certain places on certain posters, you will hear a bounce sound.
Jesus
A little
fucking
boing.
Christ.
Of course.
Or if you do not have a weapon equipped when you do that, apparently that only works when you have a weapon equipped, there will be an exclamation point that happens above the poster. If enemies are around and you trigger the exclamation point, they will go into alert mode. So
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fuck
for
yeah.
punching a nudie woman, you will piss everybody
He
off.
really is just the worst type of person because he's just like, I'm perverted, but also I'm going to punish you for being perverted,
Yeah.
asshole.
That's
Yeah.
true. How
Unlike
dare you
Yoko
think
Taro,
I'm
who's
perverted.
like, I'm perverted. Also, go be a pervert.
Welcome.
If you shoot the poster that an enemy is looking at with his binoculars, it will explode.
Yes. Right.
The other poster in the engine room will also explode if you shoot it. When you are in a locker, if you hit the R1 button strong enough to peep out of the little hole, you will make noise because you will press your face too hard against the door, and that noise can alert people.
I fucking hate this man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Whenever you go to enter your name at the first node, which we're going to talk about, and no, I did not say node.
Did you say?
No.
If you enter
That was really good.
if you enter any of the names of the dev team, it will populate all their personal information.
Oh, that's
Just dox them.
Yeah,
terrible.
Just dox them. If you put in if the day you're playing is the day of your birthday that you put in, it will just say happy birthday in the bottom right, and that is all that
Aw.
changes.
I mean, that's cute.
And then this is the weirdest one that I had no idea about. I think we had talked about how if you go up to the projector, you can press the action button to change which projector is playing.
Yep.
If you do it 7 times in a row, it plays a special movie.
Yes.
And you
if
can only
turn
see
it
it
off.
once. Yeah.
If you turn it
Oh
off, all
yeah,
the
they
rooms
don't
turn to
like
look
it if you turn it off. What's the special movie about?
Isn't it just like a hot lady in a chair or something?
It's like you've probably seen this. Like, it's this really in Japan. They have like, it's not porn, and I don't think they even
Gravure.
Really, it's gravure type shit where they're just like,
Mm-hmm.
And like staring at the camera for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Do not ask me how I know that word.
No, we know. We play
Thank
Yakuza.
you.
We play Yakuza.
That's true. Yes,
foul.
I know. That's how I know. That's how
There's
I know.
an
what the
entire
word
mini
is.
game in Yakuza 4 that is literally just like Kiryu watching these videos. Like,
Literally, like you take Kiryu to watch near pornography in a special room.
And then the last one, actually, I forgot to put this in. I meant to verify this before we recorded tonight, but I did not get a chance. If you call Otacon to save on the tanker 13 times, Mei Ling just fucking shows up.
Yes, I did. That is
I had
real.
no idea.
That's real. Yeah, I remember. I figured that out naturally because of who I am as a person. Remember, I call and I save, and I call and I talk and I save all the time. So,
fun fact: Metal Gear Mondays super fan moment. You bring that up in the original Metal Gear Mondays too, and you say that exact same thing. You said because I'm that kind of person and I have to save constantly.
Listen to Chad. Huge Metal Gear Mondays guy.
Huge Metal Gear Mondays guy.
That's amazing. I love that we've gotten to the point where we're just like getting schooled by people who've listened to our shit. Like
I know.
Like Nick on the live episode.
That's the problem with not only becoming friends with people who listen to the show, but making them integral parts of our community and our podcast. Is that that just happens periodically? I mean,
you just
unless
get
you're
fact
just
checked
like,
on yourself.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah. It's very weird how that happens.
Getting told a fact about yourself from 10 years ago. Yeah, it's very strange.
I know.
Specifically the 10-year thing, somebody sent me a video interview that I did in college. Like they interviewed me about like the student organization that I started. And at the very end, they were like, what is something that you hope comes from this or whatever? And I was like, oh, I hope I can come back to campus 10 years from now and the club is still going on.
Oh, shit.
Literally, it's still going on, and they like invited me back to campus, and I was like, "That's fucking weird."
That's amazing, though. I love that. Hey, Tech, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what up?
10 years ago, did I give off egg vibes or anything?
I think when I was listening to the Metal Gear Solid 2 coverage, I think you had already transitioned. So I don't know. I didn't have shit as far as I would have said yes.
At that point, I guess.
I'm like,
well,
yes,
the Metal
Gear,
well, that coverage, you know me both ways. I don't know.
What does that mean?
For a second, I was like, did Chat just give away that he's a time traveler? Because he was like, by the time I listened to the original MGS2 coverage, it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what the fuck? You knew some things before I did, I guess.
I've just been waiting for it to happen for 10 years.
Yeah, goddamn.
Chad's been walking by and squirting a little estrogen into
just
the
walking by and squirting a
area.
little. That's all I do every day.
Just walking by and squirting a little. It's been a while since I've given one of these fun Liliana Wright HRT transition.
There we go.
So I've done this before, but this powerful little vial of liquid is estradiol valerate, which is the estrogen I take. I take a little bit into a little needle and go in my leg or my belly or whatever, depending how I'm feeling. And one time, it was maybe the 6th or 7th time, 6, 7, I did it. That wasn't intentional, but it worked out. I did everything, and there was like the teensiest bit that I didn't like get in there, and that's totally fine. You're not going to ruin anything by doing it that way. And I accidentally, like, I didn't realize it, but I got some on my thumb when I like did it, and just impulsively I did that because I was like trying to like open up a thing, like one of the wrappers,
can of whoop ass.
And I'll tell you what, estradiol valerate tastes terrible.
Yeah, I can't imagine. It's very good.
They don't flavor that shit. They really don't.
Yeah, why
it's
would
not
they?
great. It's not great. So if you're a fresh trans woman and you're like, hey, I should drink this, don't do that. Don't do that.
You should get one of those. You should get one of those fucking auto injector guns so that you just look like fucking, I don't know, just like a Resident Evil protagonist from a newer game. Just.
I wonder what would happen if I did just like fucking jam it in my neck. I don't know.
You could look like Old Snake.
It actually just
We'll get
made
to
me-
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, we'll
I
get
just
to
want
it.
to like tear my fucking spine out of my.
Oh,
Hated
Jesus.
that. Hated
Oh, my
that.
God.
Hated that.
Do you guys want to get
Don't
like,
drink the.
Well, before we
Don't
get into
drink
the
it.
game, do we want to talk about what we did cover last week? Just very briefly. This is like a fumbling in the dark with Isaac Lim, but legitimately efficient. Efficient in the dark with Chad Vetter.
Oh, no.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What did we?
Summarize last
What?
episode in 2 sentences.
Wait. No. No. We actually did a thing for this. Dancing in the light, but it was me, so we have to figure it out.
We got to get a new one. Yeah, come up with something
Yeah,
new.
we
I
gotta
mean,
get a
last
new-
episode we probably talked about fucking anything but the game for the first hour, and then the second
2
hour
maybe
was
even.
probably loosely tied to the game. But then we
Mhm.
covered the entirety of the Tanker chapter, where you're the prime protagonist of the Metal Gear Solid series, who I hope we never have to drop in favor of anybody else. I
Yep.
hope we control him
Never.
for all of the rest of time.
Forever.
As he travels through this maybe not Venezuelan oil tanker on the Hudson River, of
That's
which
right.
they're in.
Metal Gear Maduro. Viva la Metal Gear Maduro.
Oh, that's MGM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Maduro. See,
Is he-
yeah. Do we know anything about him? Is he?
I think he's in America somewhere. He might be in New York City, actually, oddly enough, coincidentally.
New York.
He does not want to be a part of it.
No.
I don't know. In all those photos, he is smiling his fucking ass off. So.
I'm just happy to be alive.
I gotta tell you also that again, I promise this isn't gonna devolve into like another hour of bullshit, but me singing that song reminded me we were not recording the podcast when I visited New York with Isaac and visited Alessio in New York. And so it was a wonderful time. I really enjoyed my time in New York. Brilliant place. And we did a lot of like really great walking. We walked across the Brooklyn Bridge. We saw a dude jerking it in his apartment, I guess. I don't know.
Let's go.
No, it's not. I never, and I mean never, want to hear that fucking Empire State of Mind song again, ever again.
Like the Alicia Keys Jay-Z one?
Yeah, because
straight
like
up.
literally,
I think in one day we heard it like 14 times.
insane. Because all the fucking like photo vendors and stuff play it to like in the background of like recordings and shit like that. And so it's like you take 3 steps, New York, another 15 steps, New York, and it's in fucking
like
Central
enemy
Park.
encounters.
And it's on the Brooklyn Bridge. It's in Times Square. You cannot fucking escape that song. Hate that song. Never. I hate that song.
I got off the
Alessia's gonna
plane in
put that
LaGuardia.
shit on the soundboard.
I got off the plane in LaGuardia and they were playing it in the airport one time.
Not in LaGuardia.
Oh,
God.
LaGuardia. Oh
damn
my
it.
god.
Ah,
Anyway,
anyway.
yeah. Just wanted to.
But
Are
yeah,
we ready to talk? Are we going to talk about the game?
No.
yeah. So Chad, the tanker situation though, what happened at the end of that? Because
Well, in
Oh
the-
yeah, that's important.
In the bowels of that tanker, there was not a Maduro. There was what were a Metal Gear Ray, which is the next level of Metal Gear. This guy's got
it's a real
legs that are.
sleek.
You got like little slithery, sexy legs on this.
It's like the
Yeah,
VW
he's-
bug circa
Yeah.
2001 of
Metal Gear with little flippies. Yeah.
He's got those little swimmers on. And Ocelot, as he's wont to do, causes a bunch of chaos and blows that sumbitch up and gets out of there on Metal Gear Ray. And Solid Snake fucking dies.
Mm-hmm. Solid Snake fucking dies. He took that Metal Gear, turned that sumbitch sideways, and shoved it up everybody's ass.
Everyone's candy asses.
Everyone's
Somehow-
candy asses.
somehow Ocelot did all this crazy shit while still talking mad shit to everybody.
No
Yeah, he's
kidding.
awesome.
Hater of the fucking century, Revolver
rules.
Ocelot.
It's great. Nice. All right. Well, what we're covering this week, I would say, is not like a huge chunk of the game.
It's short gameplay, but it's very dense with things.
Yeah.
There's like almost no gameplay, actually.
Yeah, virtually no. Almost all tutorial. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
hey.
Virtually no.
Can I
Oh,
just
shit.
I just want to say something just broadly about the section, about this game,
Sure.
everything.
This is the
And
platform.
it applies here. I mean, oil platform.
We're just saying.
coming from the tanker, which is like everything. This is important that we go in, we try our best, like sneaking. It's a sneaky mission, all this other stuff, and going into the plant and being told that same thing, but fucking everybody has the most horrific OPSEC you've ever seen in your life. Like nobody gives a fuck. And we'll talk. I'll kind of. I wrote down examples, and I'll talk about them as we go. But like, nobody gives a shit about secrecy or like organizations or anything, dude. It is crazy how completely nonplussed everyone is, even compared to the first one.
Yeah, it's pretty wild for sure. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't think we talked about this a little bit before we started recording tonight. I haven't played this game since we last covered it for the show.
Yeah,
so it's
same.
legitimately
We talked
been
about
like
it.
a
Yeah.
decade.
Wow.
And I know we talked about that part, but the part that we haven't talked about, I don't think, is how much weirder it is as a 36-year-old to play this.
Yeah,
Like, I just feel like I
same.
can, I don't know, the surreality of the situation feels far more in your face than it
Yeah.
did
Right.
as a kid. And maybe it's because I literally have been playing like bits and pieces of MGS1 for research and for the Discord or whatever, and then coming back to 2. But 1, it's like everybody's fucking in it. It's like everybody is like fucking boots on the ground. And in this one, like Lily's saying, I just feel like stoned half the time. I'm like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the
crazy.
fuck is going on in this game?
And again, and I think, and maybe it's
Not
because
in like an incomprehensible, all this is garbage,
yeah,
throwaway kind of commentary. I just mean like everything just feels like fucking Alice in Wonderland in this
what
part
is
of the game.
what is going on? Parentheses complimentary.
Yeah, correct.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
well, because I mentioned it at the top, it's just like I just feel like, and I don't know if it's like, again, I'm, Alessio's 36, I'm 34, Chad's 34, and Chad, it'll be interesting to see if you notice these things, because you just played it, right? So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
like as this age of person, so I wonder, but like I don't know if it's because like maybe my age and I've grown up and I have more perspective, or because maybe throughout my life I've become more detail oriented over time, or what.
Or we
But
played a
they're just,
million
like-
fucking video games at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like I don't know if I'm just like noticing things that I feel like I'm noticing things that I just never picked up on before, and it's incredibly interesting.
I was looking back a little bit at my notes that I wrote when I played it for the first time, and I guess like September. And I didn't
Damn,
clue
long
into
con,
everything.
Chad. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know.
Long
I've been
time.
planning this for
Mm.
for 5 years. There are a couple of times where I see myself writing stuff down where I'm just like, well, that's fucking weird. But I think I chalked it up to like it just being Kojima. I'm just being like, wow, this is just how he is. Like every one of his games is like this. And so
It's
it kind of
kind-
worked in that way.
It's crazy because when I was thinking about it, the very first time I played this game as a kid, Kojima's reputation did not precede himself.
Right.
Like
No.
no one, like I'm going to be real with you. I didn't even fucking know this dude's name until like MGS3 marketing started to
Sure.
happen. Like I think the first time I even really paid any attention is when they did the MGS3 trailer with the director's chairs in the circle and like all the weird shit that's going on. So yeah, now that you mention it, it's like, I don't know. I think like in my teens and 20s, it was like, oh, it's Kojima. But I think as a young guy, like whatever, 13, 14, I think it was like, I don't know, it was more like the weird surreality almost felt like a byproduct of it being a video game.
Sure. You're just like, yeah, it's a video game. They're weird sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah. Which we'll talk about that
Mhm.
because video games are weird, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to reiterate too terribly much. This does a thing, and it's for an effect, and I totally get it. But this does a thing where it feels like we're getting a second tutorial for twice as long.
Yeah.
And it's like I
Yeah.
already had to know how to do all this shit for what I just played.
Well, that's the crazy thing too, is that like I think we did also bring this up, is that like it doesn't feel like there was much tutorialization in the tanker at all. And this section is like all tutorial, virtually. More codec conversations per like footstep, I think.
Oh my God.
I've ever had in this series. Like I've ever.
I
come across in
manually
this series.
called Colonel, by the way. I manually called Colonel on the roof of Shell A. And I think I manually called him 22 times. And every single time he tutorialized a different thing.
Jesus Christ.
So I don't know how
Jeez.
long Paul was in the fucking studio, but like homie recorded an audiobook's worth of tutorials. Like it's nuts.
Oh, it's even like, yeah, it's like, well, here's how you walk. It's like, all right, man. Like I fucking,
Dude, straight
I've
up.
got that down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
man.
I think he did like a tight 2 minutes on how to crouch. Like I was like, what? Which also doesn't make any sense for the character either, because as we're gonna come to find, the character has been through training, quite a lot of it. So
Yeah, I guess I do. I think I get it because like he is so manicured. Every little aspect of Raiden's life is like he's got a handler for every single little thing. So I think obviously like it's frustrating if you know how to play already and you're like, is there a way to skip this? There's not.
Right.
But I do think I do appreciate how clever it is that it's actually like a canon reason for having it be this way.
Yeah. It's also interesting considering that in 2026, I do feel like speaking of like well manicured and like hyper held by the hand, I feel like AAA game development feels more akin to like what the snark is aimed at now. But anyway, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. I do want to talk about this quote at the very beginning, though, if you guys will humor me.
Absolutely.
It's a weird quote too, because it's the National Museum of American History, but it's a Smithsonian Institute exhibit. But either way, it's some museum in DC, and the quote is, "Scientists had to make thousands of calculations to create the atomic bomb and determine its effect. Computers and atomic bombs, both products of World War II, grew up together."
Mm-hmm.
And in the way it's used here, I had never really thought about the fact that like the sort of implication is that like this video game kind of grew up alongside like the atomic age in a way. Like the things that made it possible for us to engage with this piece of media are directly tied to the thing that the media is criticizing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just never thought of it in that way before.
And in the way that also like Metal Gear Solid 1 is very much concerned with denuclearization and the dangers of the atomic bomb. This game, as well as we'll come to find out, is also about the dangers of the internet, right? And connecting.
Yeah.
We should have never have connected, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, we start with a very familiar voice who we have not heard until this moment. It's Colonel Campbell. It's old Paul. It's Paul Eiding. Chad, you met this man in real life.
Hell yeah. Fellow Liverpool supporter Paul Eiding. That's my man right there. I know he's probably having a real tough time right now because I sure fucking am. I don't know what's going on. 30 minutes on Liverpool FC.
Is it just me, or obviously the snake air quotes that he's talking to sounds very different, but I can't put my finger on if it's Paul's performance or if it's the way the audio is treated. Campbell sounds weird in this game.
Listen, and that was one of the things that I noticed where I was sitting here, I was just like, it sounds, there's a little bit of how the audio is treated to it, but the way that he is, because he's done Campbell since then, and he doesn't sound like this.
And we heard Campbell in Delta in the monkey mode.
Right. It sounds like Paul trying to do a bad imitation of how he sounded in MGS1.
Like he's making fun of himself.
And I think that's on purpose.
I definitely think it's on purpose. It's definitely a performance choice because it's like it's the auditory version of saying that someone has like nothing behind the eyes, like if they're a sociopath.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what this sounds like. What I would perceive to be like that kind of visual. Because he's cold, he's hostile, which is like, I guess you could chalk up to like everyone fucking hates Raiden, so everyone's kind of mean to him anyway. But I think it's beyond that. There's clearly stuff going on here. Like it's very hidden in plain sight.
Yeah, and it's like there are certain lines that are just like very stilted and like they feel like
he sounds very robotic.
they're very stitched together, and like the way that he'll just be talking like this, and then he'll just like dip and like get like very like deep and like grab like we talked like we PRGE where we talked about he told that story on the panel about how like he tried to do a more like gravelly snake voice.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
which you
At
can hear.
first-
You can hear in the first.
Yeah.
We listened to it this morning. You can hear
Yeah.
him doing it in the first few cutscenes of MGS1.
Yeah. But it definitely, but like there are periods in his speech throughout the game, but especially in this section where like he dips into that just
Right.
like at random points. And
Right.
it's just like, this is very uncanny. And it's not like Paul was some like brand new voice actor who had
Oh,
only done
no,
Metal Gear
no.
Solid 1, right? Like he's been voice acting since the 80s. Like he's very prolific at this point even. And it's like, we know he can do it.
Mhm.
So it can't, I couldn't possibly be his performance. So I wonder if I feel like it's on purpose. Like he's trying to reach back.
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I sounded like then. Let me imitate that. And then also maybe with a hint of like stylistic audio treatment to make it sound kind of
Well, and to
off.
great effect, right? Because like he's the backbone for what the game is going to be.
Yeah,
slowly
100%,
revealing
like,
to
With some
you.
iconic lines too, like some of the best
Oh,
stuff in the whole game. later
Very,
on.
very iconic lines. Yeah.
Speaking of Raiden being a cuck,
Mhm.
Oh God, that's right.
that's my favorite. I think my favorite line in like any Metal Gear. But I will say this. I would be very curious. Like I know I'm doing this fucking book on MGS1, but covering MGS2 is like maybe just want to talk about that. But like
Mhm.
I would be curious to hear, because so frequently when you talk to these voice actors, a lot of it, especially when working with Chris Zimmerman Salter, it's sort of like they do these in like one or two takes, right? And they don't really do a lot of like character building conversations. Usually it's like, yo, here's your character, here's what they look like, here's a cutscene, we'll give you a little bit of time and then we're going to start recording.
Yeah.
And so I am curious, like, especially with how heady the game is, it's like, what was Chris telling people? What were the casting agents telling people? What did what did the sides say about the character that they were handed? You know what I mean? So I'd be curious to hear, like, Paul, what was the basis of what he was operating off of? You know what I mean?
Yeah, because how do you condense what is such a complicated concept for this character into like a bullet point form and not give it away? Like I don't know how. That's insane.
100%. But anyway, I also want to put a disclaimer here because we've gotten a negative review that stated something along these lines ages ago. Lily and I have played this game to pieces, so we're not stupid. We know what this is. Chad has also beaten it. Like we know what's happening, but we're like speculating and speaking as if we know nothing beyond this point.
We're approaching it from the perspective of somebody coming into this, and like we're doing like the wink wink thing, right? Where we know, and we will kind of like bring up things, but like we're approaching it from the perspective of somebody who is jumping into this podcast and who has never listened to our coverage before, who is maybe playing along with us for the first time, who is maybe even not playing it and just wants to listen to a podcast.
Right.
So like we're like let's say we're not morons. We know the bit. It's just like we're trying to
reveal it as the game reveals it.
We're doing theater, okay?
Yeah, just play with us in this space for a little bit.
Play with us in this.
Yeah.
Play with us in this space for a second. God,
I wish that I had Liquid possessing my right arm as well for just moments like this. Just fucking jump in with the craziest fucking. I don't know. That man's voice is immaculate. All right.
For some reason, as we get into this opening cutscene, I do like, and I memory hold this, I guess, because I do. One thing I will admit I don't remember is this cutscene of the SEAL helicopters going into the big shell, and the cops, the New York cops, just watching
looking off the bridge.
from. Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, neither do I.
It's a blink and you'll miss it shot for sure.
Yeah.
Like
and it's definitely the Verrazano Bridge. They are definitely hanging out on the Verrazano.
So well, the thing is, like they even put Verrazano Bridge on the screen. Nice. Like it's there, and so like I just don't remember it at all. Like my first memory of.
Well, I'm also I'm gonna be a real dick to Kojima's team real quick. So the big shell is right off the Verrazano. Like they're standing on the Verrazano and they can see the big shell from the Verrazano. Mm-hmm. During the tanker mission,
you can't see shit.
you hear them say, "Oh no, we've passed the Verrazano checkpoint."
Yeah, it's like the
So they
theme
should
that
be
comes over the
much
speaker.
further out before the
Yeah.
boat capsizes.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's just me being
Yeah,
a
because
dick.
you have because there's because that's the thing is there is a minimum of a minimum of 7 minutes that this tanker
minimum.
goes minimum that this tanker
Right.
drives.
If we're
after
counting the cutscene
passing
in
the
real
checkpoint.
time, there's like half an hour.
Yeah, for sure.
True. Yeah.
So
Ocelot's got a
yeah,
monologue, so
he
Yeah,
does.
yeah. These
Um,
motherfuckers would have been like in the Atlantic by the time it went down.
Yeah,
But
another
and it's
Russian
one of
in
those
the
things
Hudson.
too. I guess you could pass it off as they're like, okay, like once they announce that we've passed the checkpoint, then we stop the boat.
oh, that's true.
Oh,
that's true.
sure.
That would be my guess. I don't know, but
But based on
But I
the
guess
cutscene,
no one's
yeah.
up there. It's empty up there on the deck, right? Because that's what you
Yeah,
pass through
yeah.
when you fight Olga, and they're all dead.
Yeah.
yeah, you send a Russian guy up there. You know, what I
That's true. Russian in the Hudson.
mean? Russian and Hudson.
Well,
But
we
yeah,
should talk
so
about
the-
what the big shell is first, right?
Yes.
Because
So, yeah, because my first memory of this opening cutscene is like Snake swimming up to the fence, right? And so, in the wake of this disaster, I don't remember the exact number, but basically, you get monologue of the colonel telling Snake about the tanker incident, and how like such and such tons of crude oil spilled into the Hudson. And in order to start fixing this issue, the government built the Big Shell, and it is an oil platform, an oil fence, and it's designed to kind of clean up this huge oil spill in the middle of the Hudson River.
oh, and if you
And-
call your analyst, who we'll introduce a little bit later, she will
Mhm.
eventually describe the process of how they clean it to the nth degree. Like,
Amazing.
I feel like I know exactly how the process works after talking to her.
But basically the Big Shell, and like the way they explain it too is like it's this like very like state of the art impressive platform that has become this beacon of like environmental safety, essentially.
Right.
So it would never
Um,
happen in today's America, essentially.
Right, exactly. So yeah, we're gutting the EPA, so this wouldn't happen ever again. So
They would just let it. It would
they
just sit
let
there.
it let it flow.
Let's just swim
You
in
know
it a
what I
little bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, this administration would invade the Hudson to get the
Oh,
oil.
100%. To get the oil. Why is there oil on that boat, by the way? It's a fucking military boat. There was not actually oil. That was the front. So
Yeah,
where'd the oil come from?
Well, I would have to imagine that there actually wasn't oil in that.
They're just
is in
lying,
fact
right?
the front.
Yeah, because
Oh,
they're like,
yeah.
oh,
They're-
Hamas blew up an oil tanker. Now
I'm
we
a
need to clean up.
dumbass.
the
Yeah,
Hudson.
we gotta
Fair.
build a fucking border around it. You know what I mean? And claim this
Yeah,
territory.
sorry,
Like,
I didn't
it's-
mean to cinema sins.
What
That's
the
just-
hell?
You trust the American government too much. You're like, but where's the oil?
Yeah. No, I trust Colonel Campbell too much.
Oh,
That's
sure.
what it is.
Yeah. You trust? No, you don't. You trust Paul too much.
I do trust
That's
Paul.
true.
Yeah,
Sweet
there-
man. He's
I
a very
trust.
sweet
many-
man.
I trust Paul Eiding implicitly.
Yes,
there are many
I-
layers of trust that are being shattered right now.
Yeah.
Paul Biden for
Um,
president. He's a little too young.
A little too young. A little bit of a spring chicken for it, but we'll make an exception. But yeah, so as this is being explained, like you're seeing these helicopters go in and the cops watching this thing. Now terrorists have taken over the Big Shell, and that wouldn't normally be a big problem for the military, except for the fact that they now have hostages because the terrorist has taken over the Big Shell while a group of VIPs is touring the Big Shell, including what did he say? He said the most important person in a sense, my brother in Christ. Just say the president. Just say the president.
What's his name in this game? President Johnson. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Hell, yeah.
Johnson is
name
such a good name for a president.
I was gonna say Richard Johnson, but I think it's Richard Ames.
There's
and
no
it
shot
always
it's
comes
Dick
from
No, yeah,
Johnson.
Richard Ames is the defense secretary, I thought, or whoever the guy is that we run into, the pacemaker man. Later,
Yeah. His name is President James Johnson.
Oh,
Jimmy
JJ.
Johnson.
Jimmy
dude,
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Old James Jonathans. I love, what's
It's
your
a good name
favorite
for an
sandwich,
American
Shane?
president. Let me put it that
Yeah.
way. Swinging
What's your
Big Jimmy.
What's your favorite sandwich chains? James Jonathan's or New Jersey Michael's? Because I've got some thoughts.
I love New Jersey Michael.
That is fantastic.
It reminds me of that. I years and years ago, I made a very underappreciated wrestling tweet that I thought was very funny, and it was Chad. You'll appreciate this, but it was, wow. I think this match between Samuel Zayn and Samoan Joseph is going to be incredible.
And then Zack Sabre Jr. basically took your bit and ran with it.
Basically, yeah. Goddamn.
Can I make one comment? So while Colonel Campbell is having this conversation with air quotes Snake, you see all the stuff that we've been talking about, right? The cops in the Verrazano, you see the helicopters, you see yada yada yada. Quote unquote Snake pops his little head up out of the water, and it is the most canned, fucking goofy water splash sound effect. I've listened to it 3 times now. It's just like it's just like this awful, like fucking CD of sound effects.
Phenomenal Foley work.
I'll have to see if I can, while we're talking, I'll see if I can put it on the soundboard actually.
Oh,
yeah,
amazing.
Please. Just let us know if you grab it.
Yeah, do your thing.
So as this is happening, so it's cutting it. You see all this happening, and the Navy SEALs. So the SEALs are going on to like help rescue the president and it's this big deal. And so we're using as Foxhound this opportunity to infiltrate the big shell and like do all this mission and like rescue the president, do all this cool stuff. So you get that fuck ass sound effect that Alessio talked about, and you swim up to the oil fence part of the big shell, and the fence is already clipped open.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's already a hole in the fence.
Colonel starts his recurring bit of being like, "That's impossible."
Mm-hmm.
He says something's impossible like 3 times, but then on the second one says that it's the opposite of what he said like 10 minutes later. I'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah,
because quote unquote Snake is like, was anybody else coming in ahead of me? And Campbell's basically just like, no, shut up, twink. Immediately just
basically,
cuck, shut your mouth.
You fucking twink cuck, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I wish that's just what they said.
It's what they're saying in my heart. But yeah, so the fence is already cut open and there's like some stuff, and so it's like, this is weird. And so you surface in this like dock area. Oh, weird. And
suspiciously similar to another dock area.
Aquatic entry?
The number of times I've written ... in my 12 pages of notes is 15 times.
Yeah. There's a lot of hmms in here. Yeah. You also learn that so the colonel's like, hey, for this operation, you're no longer going to have the code name Snake. We're going to call you Raiden. And Raiden now is like, well, what's wrong with Snake? And he goes, well, we'll find out later. He goes, don't fucking worry about it, basically. Raiden's cool now. And then you wind up, you get out into this dock area, and there's nobody around, and it's very weird. And you have a codec conversation. The codec conversation where you have this dialogue about his new code name is it is the most stilted, I think, Raiden sounds the entire fucking game. He sounds so fucking weird.
It's almost like there's a couple lines where it sounds like he's almost trying to do a David Hayter, like a solid Snake voice. Like, it's almost like if you didn't know any better, you could be like, oh, I'm sure that's just a Snake and his voice is a little off because maybe Metal Gear Ray fucked with like how he sounds. And now he sounds like a guy who likes to use Snapchat.
You know what I'm thinking about now is that he stops sounding weird after the colonel tells him that his code name is Raiden.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
He doesn't stop sounding weird because he sounds like Raiden, but...
Oh, we should probably actually.
The weird voice he's doing is very. It just goes away after.
We should get ahead of. Speaking of Raiden the weird guy.
Oh, Jesus.
In recent years, actually shortly after we interviewed him, and I don't want to badmouth anybody, but I'm just going to stick to the facts. There have been allegations that Quentin Flynn grooms his fans, specifically like underage girls. There were quite a lot of allegations. I will say more than 3 and less than 10. Somewhere in that realm, there were a lot of
range of accusations.
Yeah. I don't want to say something and then
accusations.
I don't want to get fucking sued. Anyway, Quentin at the end of the day, who voices Raiden, did not. There were no legal ramifications, but there's an air of yuck, around that man. And so I will just say, if anybody's like, "Oh, I can't wait till they interview him again," that combined with just some like off mic ickiness from the interview itself, I don't know if we will engage with Quentin Flynn moving forward.
Just sticking to the facts of the case. We were we felt very uncomfortable after our interview with Quentin Flynn, during our interview with Quentin Flynn,
before
our interview with Quentin Flynn. And there is a very, very, very basement level chance we will ever talk to that man on the show again.
Yeah.
So,
God, what a twist that would be, though.
I know.
Against all odds.
Well, I mean, we're turning heel. Last week we announced we were going to turn heel anyway, so you know what?
Yeah.
Could happen.
I mean, what better way? Yeah.
All right, I found the sound effect. Unfortunately, it happens during a helicopter passing over, so it might be kind of a pain in the dick. But let me see if I can
hear it. See if we
hold
can
on, give me 1
isolate.
second. I gotta
isolate.
I gotta clip it. Give me 1 second. Keep going. I'll drop it in later. Hold on.
But yeah, so you come in here and you are like, okay, now we have to get moving. Now we have to find. Is it here that he mentions that you have to find the node?
Yes.
No.
The
it's
room after the dock. It's when you.
Okay.
The guards.
No, you're right.
I
have it here.
I've got Deep Sea Dock split up into 2 different sections, so I was gonna
Yeah.
Talk about the second section whenever we get to it.
Before we get to the mask coming off with the wetsuit and everything still on, I gotta wonder how many people in 2001 were still coping and were like, "Oh no, that's Snake. That's for sure Snake in there."
I'm sure there must have been a non-zero number of people that were very
maybe somebody that
denial.
was like very new and wasn't quite sure.
Mask comes off, bam, perm, platinum blonde, get fucked.
Yep.
I mean, that doesn't happen yet.
We'll get there.
Yet.
No, that's true. You're right.
I do want to say this though. So he does mention before the end of the cutscene and the beginning of gameplay that Raiden mentions that he's completed 300 missions in VR. So I did a check.
Oh yeah.
MGS2 Substance has 358 with 153 alternative missions. MGS1, whether it's integral or the VR missions or the extra missions or whatever, not the 5 that are on the main disc. If you play VR missions, MGS1 has exactly to the number 300 VR missions.
Yeah,
coincidence?
There is a point later on, and I think it's probably relevant to bring it up here, where Raiden talks about his experience in VR, and the cutscene is just clips from VR missions. It's very neat.
I think the fact that this optional gameplay thing from the first game becoming like a canon part of the story is really fucking cool. I think that's
it's fucking awesome. But this was the first sort of inkling. I remember even as a kid hearing him mention VR missions like in universe. I was like, what the fuck? What? Isn't that for me? That's not for you.
I did that.
I've got the sound.
I've done 300 missions.
Hopefully the volume's not fucked. All right, here we go.
Let's hear it.
So there's a little buzz of a helicopter there at the beginning. Let me turn it up just a hair. All right, you ready? This is Raiden coming out of the water during a dramatic moment.
That's insane, dude. Actually,
I can't unhear it. Every fucking time I see that cutscene, I'm just like, what? It's like a golf ball in a fucking puddle. Like what?
Me when I make wet. You know what I mean?
Me when I make wet.
But yeah, outside of that, I will say they kind of go into this crazy like I mean, thus begins the fucking modern kink obsession, weird shit that Kojima fetishizes everything. Where we go into this like smart skin, detailed intravenous
Yeah.
nanomachines are being injected into your
For sure.
fucking body.
It looks like rubber, but it's not. It's fucking sexy.
My favorite part, and I think it's a little bit later, but I'll put it here because we're talking about it. At one point, they literally say, "Hey, Raiden, we removed all of your blood and replaced it with artificial blood."
That's fucking insane.
And he goes,
What?
What? Yeah, we're keeping it off site. You'll have it back after the
You'll have it back after. That's big. Like, you can have dessert if you finish your supper.
Dude,
attitude right
they don't
there.
put your
It's
blood
insane.
with your personal belongings when you go to jail. Craziness. But anyway,
Yeah, no phones, no weapons, no blood.
no blood.
As
His
folks
artificial
who have-
blood is still blood colored though. So
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
well, that's true. As folks who have spoken, you've spoken to Quentin Flynn, obviously, like not in character.
mhm.
Does he have a Long Island accent when he's not riding?
No, homie's from LA,
No.
like through and through, dude.
Because
Yeah.
there's delivery in this. He's like lobster. We go to that place where they serve the lobster that we like. And I'm like,
Maybe
what is
maybe
going
because
on?
they told him. Maybe it's because they told him it was taking place in New York.
Yeah, he's like, oh wait, I'm gonna kill this thing. Check this
It's like
out.
I
Lobster.
must be from New York then. Lobster, got it.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
I'm almost positive. Oh no, I forgot because this came up when we were talking to him. He's from Cleveland, Ohio, because we started making jokes
Oh,
about how
shit.
every fucking
no.
voice actor's
Oh.
from Ohio.
Yeah, that's true.
Lobster. My
It's
blood.
like you're Quentin. Quentin. You're 15 and from Wisconsin.
Oh yeah, Chad doesn't
I'm
know that
15.
bit. We'll talk about.
Oh, he doesn't
I'm
know
gonna
that
message
bit.
myself.
Oh no, no.
You sound, hold on, Chad. The voice
Allegedly,
that you're doing, voice that you're doing is Pete White from the Venture Brothers, the albino
Oh, no.
guy who hangs out
Oh,
with Billy
man.
Quizboy. You know what I'm talking about?
So yeah, so you find out your new codename is Raiden, and then you surface in this dock area. They do like a tight focus on this like discovery submarine, and it's like, oh, it's a scary face, like almost. He like kind of like jumps at it a little bit. And then you're kind of off to the races. You have to like go do your mission. And there's not a ton in here. There's literally no guards in here. I think I'm playing on normal. I think if you open up one of the lockers, there's a ration in there, but there's not a lot going on.
Is this?
Yeah,
Are
The
there?
lights-
Do we have
I
the
didn't have
white bugs
anything
in here?
in the
yet?
lockers. I didn't have Substance, Xbox, or Sons of Liberty PS2. There was nothing in the lockers.
Oh, interesting.
But PS2
It might be the It might be Master Collection then. I don't
You're
know.
maybe.
I think I can't remember what code they used for the HD version. I don't know if they just used the PS2 version of the Substance.
I played this little bit like before, and then I had to take like a few days off for reasons, and so I might be remembering it wrong.
Oh no,
but-
it's all good. I will say one thing, by the way, that definitely is not present for Substance on the Xbox, which was very fucking weird. And I need to look into it. So in the Sons of Liberty version, there's an item that you have to hang and scooch over to get. So like half of Raiden's body is in the water, and you kind of have to like kind of use some intuitive logic to get to it. There's a shaver in Sons
Yeah.
of Liberty. In the Xbox Substance version, there's just no item in here.
Oh,
And I
weird.
don't know why.
Isn't there thermal goggles in the water or something? I swear to God, there's something down there. If you do go back and swim back down,
Oh, I didn't even think. To
I don't know if it's
swim.
like if you
There
didn't
might
get
be,
if you didn't
honestly.
play the tanker to get the thermal goggles, like it's a way to get them right away here.
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
something
I
like
didn't
that.
even think to dive at all. I just
Mhm.
like, huh. Anyway, you also can't save here. I noticed. Like, there's just no way to save
Oh,
your
wow.
game yet.
Yeah, you don't get introduced to your analyst until a little bit
Yeah.
later.
To your point, though, Chad, the bugs are here.
Yeah,
These are fucking awful. I hate these
they're
things so
nasty.
much. Like
God, they're
respectfully, like
gross.
it's great. Like they succeeded in making me
Non-derogatory, I
feel that
fucking
they.
hate you.
Yeah, exactly. They're like silverfish, which are like God's punishment for our
they're
sins.
they're
Yeah.
disgusting. Although they are important for a scene a little bit later. We're gonna get
Yes,
to. But
that is true.
And you
They
can
are.
see all of the things we're going to talk about next episode already here, which
Yeah.
spooked me a little bit. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
There's also for anybody who's keeping up with the silly performance shenanigans, the Xbox super slows down when you walk along the back wall and you can see the whole of the water filling the screen. it's like
Yeah.
the frame just tanks. I'm just like,
Yeah.
why is the Xbox having such a hard time? But yeah, this is inherent. This is a disc copy on an OG Xbox, no hardware modifications. This is straight up. So anyway,
to your point too, Alessio, like things we're gonna talk about, like I don't think I even realized that you could find them this early. I thought it was
really?
like they don't appear, and
Right.
we're being vague for a reason, but I thought they just like didn't appear until
Yeah, I thought somebody would
after
come
you
and
meet.
yeah, I thought somebody would like put them where they need to
Like
be.
in lore, they're already there, but like you just can't find them until you have
Yeah.
them. But like no, they're just
Because in
there,
most other
so-
games, it just wouldn't be there yet. Like it would,
Yeah,
it would not have
exactly.
it hiding in plain
Yeah.
sight, right?
Yeah,
You
like
can
you
shoot
can-
them
you-
with
like
a
you
gun
can-
and just game over as well beforehand.
Whoa.
yeah. Like the one down there, like the one in the dock is there. Like you can
That's
close a
so
locker and you can close a locker in strap B, and it's already like it's
Yeah, they're all
very
there.
cool. It's very cool.
Yeah. I know the one in the warehouse is there too because I noticed it
Yeah.
in Strut F before the cutscene. Speaking of things that you noticed, did you guys notice that when you go to open the door while Raiden is like cranking the circular kind of mechanism, you can hear people getting the shit kicked out of them
Yes.
Yeah,
in the hallway? I had never
Yeah.
heard that, like picked up on the sound before.
yeah. So you can hear it, but like if it wasn't very obvious, some fuck shit is happening ahead of you, because even if you didn't hear it when you open the door, one of the like there's a guard that was just like on the ground. He's like getting up and he's like steadying himself, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So there's a lot of shit happening.
I'm gonna censor the name I'm about to say. That is definitely right, because comes
No.
in with the. Oh, maybe you're right. I'm
think
trying
it's
to
definitely
think when
well, because
It's gotta be, right?
because in the elevator you see.
You see him for like a
Mullet.
brief second.
Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Okay, never mind. I just know the very first time that because I was like, oh, surely already like suited up and upstairs.
I mean,
But,
technically
yeah,
he
yeah,
is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. sorry.
Yeah. Bleep all that.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Just one long censored noise.
Yeah.
If you guys remember from last episode when we were doxing Chad, if you go back and
it's
listen to it,
the bleeps are so funny. It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
it sounds like we're
I love
talking
it.
about some fucked up shit.
We're doxing Chad
As we do on this show.
as
and
we
the other
do.
show.
Yeah. You know,
Every
like,
show.
dox Chad, accuse him of heinous things. You know, just the things we do. You know, just cute friendship stuff. Tee. But yeah, so then you go into this next room. Does the guard come? I fucking, because again, I play this and I
A homie
pause
falls
and I-
off the elevator. There's two dudes passed out.
Yeah.
Elevator go up. We see somebody. We see
Mhm.
legs.
We see legs. We see some hair.
There's a third
See some
dude in here on hard mode, and it fucking sucks.
Oh,
he's
shit.
Like he's like
Yeah,
in the
no,
back
there's only-
corner, and I did not expect him at all.
Uh-oh.
Well, the best part is that Raiden again is like, "Hey, Colonel, like I'm pretty sure someone else is down here." And again, he's like, "Shut up, Twink. It's fine. Don't worry about it."
That's literally
There's no way.
impossible. You fucking
Yeah,
piece of
Bullshit.
shit.
You fucking cunt piece of shit.
Shut your whore mouth, right, and get back to the job.
Oh my god. But this is where you find out it's like you have to access the node. So the colonel says you have to access the node to access the map of the big shell so you can use your radar. And of course, the famous line, "Did you say nerd?"
Oh
And
my
the
God.
and Colonel's like, "No."
My favorite is the way Raiden responds. He just goes,
Oh, it's the best part. Oh,
Oh,
But it's like this computer like every
why
area
did
has
write that into the script, and why was it kept? Like, it is so
fucking
bizarre.
know.
I think Agnes
talk that-
shits on it in that interview, right? Like that specifically is a line that she calls out. 'Cause
Oh,
it's like
fuck yeah.
he's trying to. She said that it was Kojima trying to flex his muscles and be like, "I understand English and I understand like how things sound the same."
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll have to pull that quote for the next episode.
There you go. Hell yeah.
Yeah. For the Agnes files next time.
Yeah.
But so basically it's you have to go and every area has a computer that you have to like access to get your radar, essentially. That's basically the point of it. And so Raiden goes up to the node. It's by the elevator and accesses the node. And bro just gets fucking electrocuted.
It's pretty
Just violently. And like, number one, why? He did deserve it for his sins. But why did he get electrocuted so horribly? Also, I like to imagine this because this is the only time you see it, because for all the other ones, when you access them, you just go immediately to the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I like to imagine he's getting electrocuted every single time.
Every single time.
Yeah, I think that's a better canon for me.
Apparently, if you play on easy, you never have to, other than this one node, you don't have to use any of the other ones. You just have the map for like the entire.
Really? Oh, that sucks. Because I do like this the stress of having to find a node and not know what exactly is going around you. I think is a really cool gameplay introduction.
Or having to find a node and it's behind a door that's a pass key that you don't have yet.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That definitely happens if you do this out of sequence.
Yeah. But when you access the node for the first time, you get to enter a name, you get to enter your birthday, your nationality, and I think your blood type. Is that
your address? Did you guys have to put your social in?
Your social,
yeah, blood type.
Your mother's maiden maiden name.
ID.
Yeah, the street you grew up on. Yeah, yep. Your high school mascot. All those
and then when I hit OK, it was really weird. I saw some like command line, and then the game just turned off. So
yeah,
that's where it ends actually.
Yeah, it's the end of the game. Yeah,
got it.
So we're just hallucinating the rest of this episode, basically. But yeah, so you enter in all the stuff, and it's just like, why am I doing this? And again, if you do it on your birthday, you get a little happy birthday message, but otherwise, it's like this seems pointless. But okay. And you get the node, and then after you're done doing all that, you get a little cutscene. All the boys are about to wake up. Yippee!
Uh-oh.
So you have to basically get the elevator down here and hide, or until the elevator gets here, so you can like leave. And on normal, basically like you can kind of just climb up into the truck and just, this is what I did. Climb into the truck, kind of scope your opening, and then book it for the elevator.
Oh, like the little pallet in the middle.
Yeah. And then book it for the elevator in between their like cones of vision. But apparently not quite as easy on hard.
Yeah, so I did the same thing on hard, but there was just a third dude who's walking along that fucking bottom path during the whole thing. So what I ended up having to do, because I game overed quite a lot during hard mode, what I ended up having to do was run over to that bottom corner, wait for homie to wake up, and then just fucking snap his neck instantly with prejudice. Yes. Just like, nope, you're out.
Just completely.
And then I'm like, okay, I can handle the rest of this.
Yeah. Now it's just normal.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm not going to lie, playing MGS1 and MGS2, my MGS3, I'm going to play non-lethal. No, like we take pieces off the game board in MGS1 and MGS2. There is no go to sleep.
I think the reason why MGS2 was the first one where I did do mostly non-lethal because of like the new mechanics and because of the dog tags and stuff like that. MGS1, and I think famously in our MGS1 coverage, like I that's when I was my most bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking dies. Okay.
Yeah. Like, I almost have to be that way with playing on hard mode and game over when being spotted, because everybody radios everybody. And so if I put somebody to sleep and the guys are going to come anyway, I don't want them waking him back up.
Yeah.
So I usually kill him, but then if they find the body at all, they will replace the guard.
Oh no!
Oh,
and so you have to not only kill them but also hide them. Yeah, it sucks.
Jesus, yeah. Call him the Murder Hawk monster. Everybody dies.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I did
sniping people from across the map.
For most of my playthrough, the first time I did non-lethal until very close to the end. There was like some rush mode stuff where I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna blast them.
Yeah, I don't even know how. I guess you would have to use the implement that you were given.
Yeah, that's right.
But that sucks.
But yeah, so you get on the elevator, and then that's when you get this reveal moment of him taking off the mask and stuff, and that's when you're just like, oh, this is not the famous Solid Snake.
Hashtag not my snake.
And this kind of again, like we've kind of gotten it with the dock and the elevator and everything, but this kind of starts this kind of greatest hits collection of them doing things from the first game, but not quite right. Because again, like you get this elevator moment where he's taking the mask off and you get the big reveal and the title.
Totally.
But like it's during the day and that seems strange. Like what is happening here?
I
It's
never
like,
even considered the time of day. You're totally right.
yeah, it's just like, and they even call it out. It's like, oh, you've never done a day mission before. Like this is, this is new. You've never done this in VR. Like it's all the stuff.
Yeah,
and
Chad,
this is
you came to this pretty quickly after playing MGS1, right?
MGS2.
No, I know, but you played MGS1 before you played MGS2. But how close together were they?
Huge gap,
Not
because I
close at
played
all.
Metal Gear Solid.
Huge Metal Gear gap.
Huge Metal
I'm a
Gear
huge
gap.
guy.
I love the Gap. Love their clothes. I played Metal Gear Solid. Well, I played Metal Gear Solid in 2019 because famously I went looking for a podcast to get more info about the
Did you
game.
ever find
here.
one?
No.
Yeah. Is there anything
gave
out there? Or?
No, just fuck all actually.
Smart.
Sick.
So no,
so-
like
that's so
half a
clever.
decade between the first game and the second game.
Yeah.
But like I
Okay.
still caught the
Wow.
similarities. I was like, oh wait a fucking minute, this is like very
No, for sure.
close.
I guess I was just curious because I mean, obviously that gap is way shorter than my gap is to this day.
My God.
But I just wasn't sure if you had just played like MGS1 like right before or not, because I was curious to see how.
Well, I did replay the
I'll
first
start
Metal
on
Gear
it.
Solid in 2023 when the Master Collection came out. So that's a bit smaller.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
You said half a decade, Chad. It's this year will be 7 years since 2019.
Well, I would like
So
to.
we're approaching a decade since the first
That's
time you played Metal Gear
fucking
Solid, Chad.
We're it's very short amount of time. I am going to have known the two of you for 10 years. What the fuck is happening?
That's insane to think about.
Yeah.
You ever think about fucking David Guetta? Anyway,
I know.
never,
All the time.
never. How about Vincent Van Gogh?
Shout out to his family.
Shout out to his family.
We're never gonna finish this.
We're never gonna move on. So this is this is when you get this. So you get the reveal, and then this is when you get the news that the terrorist group Dead Cell has invaded, the ones who invaded the Big Shell, led by their leader Solid Snake.
Get the hell out of here.
I almost yelled out the line on impulse, which no, that is not the Whopper. And then you figure it out, and he's like, "Oh, that's why I can't be Snake anymore." Okay, and then you meet your analyst who is going to help you with your dedicated saving.
This is so
and
confusing.
in retrospect, it is extremely unprofessional to replace, even if they did get in an accident, to replace the original analyst with this dude's girlfriend.
Oh, who
Right.
quite literally, I think I wrote it down. She direct quotes refers to herself as "I'm just a regular woman."
Like worried about
when asked
Jack.
about her, when asked about her credentials,
Yeah.
like she's just like, "No, I've never done this before in my fucking
Yeah.
life."
And the way that everybody is just sort of okay with her lashing out and being like, I'm not following your orders unless it has to do directly with the mission. And I want to record every conversation you have with Jack. And Colonel's like, yeah, all right, just call him Raiden. And she's
My
like,
favorite
okay.
thing is she doesn't. She
She
literally never
doesn't.
does.
She
like, yeah, sure,
doesn't
whatever.
because she says, yeah, of course. And then she like awkwardly calls him Raiden, and then they flip to the save frequency to talk, and then she goes, Jack, immediately.
Well, not
And
only
it's
that, but she
like-
calls him Jack on every conversation,
Every
even with the
call.
Colonel.
Yeah.
like, there, yeah.
And it never gets brought up again that she doesn't call him Raiden. It's just and it's just
It's
like, what the
crazy.
fuck is
Who do
going
you think
on?
the analyst was going to be originally before the accident? I
Mm.
did some digging, and it's like all anybody wants to talk about is, and I guess I'll have to censor this too. All anybody ever wants to fucking talk about online, based on my research, is when does Rose get?
Right.
Mm.
So anytime you try to look up anything about like who did Rose replace, Rose swap, like any combination of words, you cannot get any fucking information. But like, do you think it would have been Mei
slop?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it would have been Mei Ling? Is that the implication?
It would have been Rudy Giuliani.
Rudolph Giuliani. I don't really know. I don't think it would have been Mei Ling.
They're like, oh man, our analyst got into this accident. He was on the 7th floor of the World Trade Center.
Christ.
He was Robert Pattinson at the end of that one movie.
Fuck you, Chad. God damn it. I was going to make that exact joke.
Let's go.
Our analyst is taking a flight and we've lost contact. I think the flight is United 93.
97.
Oh, 97.
Yeah, I think it might. I honestly think if it was important who the original analyst was, we probably would have more like
that's a good point.
Like secret lore about it. I think it was probably just a person that they like took out to put Rose in their place.
Also, we have to say Jack and Rose very clearly 1997 James Cameron Titanic.
Titanic. You'll have to censor this bit, the first part of this bit here, Alessio, but all bitches want to do is talk about eat hot chip and lie. And that's just God.
True.
I think you meant to say eat hot lobster and lie.
Eat hot lobster and lie.
I will say during this, when he's squabbling with his fucking girlfriend and his boss, which is going to be the remainder of the game.
There's like the Office theme song plays.
Yeah. He does offhandedly mention that he covered Shadow Moses in VR.
Hell yeah.
Which makes me wonder, is that who we were when we played Metal Gear Solid 1?
Ew, I hate that.
Yeah. I mean, I got to assume, right?
It makes sense.
That's how we're supposed to feel.
Yeah.
Also, I do love that this Raiden's such a fucking moron. But this, I think, is around the same time as where Rose is like, by the way, Jack, do you know what tomorrow is? And he's like, oh, I don't know nothing. It's like, even I knew.
April
these characters. I was like, it's an anniversary, dude. What are you stupid?
Moron?
There's only one reason why a woman asks you that question so like tenderly, and it's because she wants you to remember your fucking anniversary.
What if tomorrow's
April 30th? I don't know.
What if he's like, are you starting your menstrual cycle?
Jesus Christ. I like the smell of blood.
Oh, God. I did look up if April 30th had any significance outside of this game, and it is the day that George Washington was inaugurated.
Oh, my God. Get the fuck out of here. What if he said that instead? And she was like, come on, dude.
God damn it.
Also, from my research, one last thing about Rose, she is partially based on Kojima's wife. During development, they were engaged. And so Kojima, during a BAFTA interview 25 years after MGS1, mentioned...
This character is my wife insert, the most unbearable character in the fucking series.
My annoying wife.
My bitch wife.
Thus far, I have not gotten irritated. That would be amazing. He's like, yeah, she's a perfect 1-to-1 with my fucking bitch wife.
But he says it in English for some reason.
Imperfect.
Yeah,
fucking
it's all Japanese, and then my bitch wife, Des.
Oh no.
She would.
Oh my God. There's also a moment.
Tomorrow is just shut up already. God damn it. I just want to eat the lobster.
You're never going to live to see it if you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh no.
Oh God. There's also a moment in here too, which I think is very funny, where Raiden's like, she's never even been in the field before. And it's like, my brother in Christ, neither have you.
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of epiphanies about old callback shit, I also realized Jack is what the boss calls Naked Snake in
That's
Metal
right.
Gear Solid 3.
Yeah. See that because I played them so close together, that I caught right away when I started 3.
I had never ever thought about that until like literally yesterday, I think. I was like, where else have I heard a character in this series say Jack? Why does that sound so familiar? And then it was like,
we literally just covered that video game, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're off to the races. Chad, let me ask you a question here.
Yeah.
Did you slip on bird poop, or did you manage to avoid?
Dude, I bailed so hard on bird shit. It was painful to watch.
It's like an initiation for MGS2
Yeah,
players. Like you
100%.
have to slip
Okay.
on bird poop, otherwise.
Well, the other initiation too is getting in first person, looking directly into the sky, and just letting your screen get covered in bird shit.
Oh hell yeah!
I think I got 4 of them.
Good shit, I
Yuck.
say. God damn. It's a record.
Yeah, it's mostly because I'm just like imagining it's.
Good Christ.
I like how I tried to tiptoe around talking shit earlier, and now I'm just like, eh.
we've spent years. We've spent like a very, very long time just not even bringing it up at all, and now we're just letting it all kind of get out there.
I'll probably
And I
censor
kind of
it.
love I love that. You know what?
It's more
Censor
funny
some-
when it's
maybe some
censored.
of it.
Hello, voice
Yeah.
actor.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, also, Raiden mentions to Colonel that he's done the tanker in VR.
Yeah.
So again,
Oh, I did not catch that. Wow.
Yeah. I
he
laughed
mentions
there.
it very
Just,
quick. It's like a single sentence. I was very surprised because, like, again, it like I didn't remember it, and it like perked my ears up.
shouts out
Colonel
Alex. Shouts out Alex H for his Patreon topic suggestions that he just sent.
Oh
through
shit!
email.
Okay, I gotta check that out. Colonel mentioned some stuff during my tirade of asking him for tutorial shit that I was telling you guys about. I was like trying to keep my eyes peeled for anything that was interesting. He said you can fight hand to hand in first person. I don't think I've ever done that.
What?
Oh, I
If
never
you
even
hold
bothered to try.
R1, you can just like punch and kick, and it'll like spin the camera around and shit when you do the kick, the spin kick.
Huh?
It's crazy. And then the other thing he said, which I don't know is if I've ever seen it happen in the game. He says, be careful about where you're standing because the length of your shadow can tip guards off as to where you are.
Well, they kind of try to environmentally clue you into that in the tanker when there's that one guard who is standing in a hallway and Snake sees his shadow.
Oh,
and it's kind of like,
right.
oh.
I just don't remember anybody ever being like, oh, what's that?
being a
Based
factor?
on my shadow. Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever had that problem.
Also, it's broad daylight, so like, what the?
They
fuck?
should be able to
like,
see you anyway. Like, what are
yeah,
you talking
exactly.
about?
But anyway, all right, that's all I got. I'll let you continue.
Yeah. So once you're done getting covered in slipping and bird shit, you can go down into Strut A,
Strut,
and immediately get into another cutscene codec.
They are like random encounters from like old school Final Fantasy. The cutscenes.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, thinking about like you this morning when you were playing Final Fantasy 8 demo, and it was like every 2 steps was a random encounter. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, Chad, I think they did that in that demo just to be like, here's a whole bunch of gameplay since it's a fucking demo and you need to play something, I guess. Here you go.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact about those Pizza Hut demos, Chad, by the way. If you pause it and just leave it alone for long enough, it will just return to the menu and
it does. It's not just on Pizza Hut. I encountered it on all the official PlayStation Magazine demos.
Whoa!
That's insane.
Yeah, if you leave it alone for like a minute, it just restarts the fucking disc.
No,
so I started just pausing the emulator. I was like, nope.
Yeah, that's an insane feature. Anyway, but I did like the interesting contrast. Like we're talking about how like MGS2 pulls a bunch of like greatest hits things from the first one, and I do kind of love the contrast of like you enter this dock area. And admittedly, like even like the dock area of 2 is way less intricate than the dock area of 1.
Sure.
First of all. And then your first real explorable area is like a cramped office cubicle area compared to this big helipad that you kind of have like, but at the same time, you're also technically getting the option to kind of do your route in a way that you kind of want to. I'm so used to just like running to Strat F and then running back to Strat B for this next part that I don't know. Can you actually like go F, E, C?
The door in F is locked.
Okay.
You need a key card.
So interestingly enough, I did A to B with the M9 that you have to get from Strut F.
Yeah.
So I went to Strut F, loaded up on shit, went back to Strut A, and then went to B, and Raiden's got a gun in the cutscene that you see.
Yeah.
If you just go straight to B...
You can go straight... Can you skip the M9?
Yeah,
yes,
you can totally
skip the M9. He has a lethal gun instead.
Oh, no, he has no gun, and then hands him a gun at the end of the cutscene.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
I'm sorry. I meant Iroquois Pliskin.
Mm.
But yeah, so it is possible to see the cutscene either with a gun or without a gun, and I watched them both just to see if you could do it. But yeah, God fucking have mercy on your soul if you go into F through the bottom and you've never played this game before. Ooh, buddy. Like those guys down there, especially with no radar.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. But if you go up through the top, you can grab a non-lethal pistol, the M9 pistol.
Yeah, it's like it's like the only door in the fucking building that opens, unfortunately. But can we talk about how Rose is completely nonplussed whenever you call her after you kill somebody for the first time?
Yeah, it's very strange.
Like Raiden even says, like, Rose, I killed somebody. And Rose is like, as long as you're okay, buddy.
Hey, that's Kojima's wife right there. That's how she would react.
Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. Like, just like a straight up, like, what the fuck is happening here? Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It is very good. But yeah, so what you should be doing first is that you go downstairs and you're in Strat A, and you get this cutscene of these dudes like talking at each other, and it's like, I'm gonna go upstairs, you stay here, okay? And the node is in the cubicle where the guy is patrolling, so you have to figure out how to take him out or sneak around to get to the node. It's in the mainframe. And you can go do the node, and then again, you can just go straight to Strat B if you want to, which is where you have to go, because you get a call and you intercept like Navy SEAL radio communications, and they're getting fucked up. Something is bad is happening, and they have the president with them, and so in theory, and you have to go to Strat B to figure out what the fuck is going on. And you can go straight there, but what me and Alessio will be doing and do is we go to Strat F first, that you learn about like ciphers and like the sentries and stuff, the little floating cameras. And you can sneak around that, get to Strat F, get the M9, which is a non-lethal pistol, and then book it back to the Strat B. Did you know the M9 was in Strat F to get, Chad?
The first time around, I had no idea, so I booked it straight to Strat B. This time around, I did, and so I went and grabbed it first. But yeah, I had no clue. Because why would you? Right? Why would you expect that you could go the other way?
Yeah, that connecting bridge, the what is it? Strat AB, the AB connecting bridge.
Yeah,
I feel like with a gun, super fucking easy. Without the gun, I definitely noticed that it's like definitely a training ground for hanging.
Oh, for sure.
Well, they even tell you, like, even if you get the gun, Colonel calls you and he's like, you have to hang off the side and shimmy, and it's like, all right, man.
Right.
But if you have the gun, you just go, huh, and then you just knock him out and just walk. Because there's two guys. There's one on either side of the connecting bridge. Yeah. And if you knock the one out, like even if you run out, because there are plates here that make noise that will alert guards.
Right.
Which is why you have to shimmy or walk slow or whatever. But if you knock one guy on one side out, you can just run across and they won't hear you. The other guy on the other side won't hear you at all. So it's like, okay. So.
And while we're talking about struts,
I
really like the hexagon layout of Big Shell is fucking really cool. I don't know if
very cool.
It scratched like a Metroidvania like part of my brain. And I was really satisfying in a way that like Shadow Moses never really like was for me.
Oh, so it's two hexagons put side by side? That is asked.
I'm sure.
Like, yeah.
Like, shut up, nerd. Like, shut the fuck up, nerd.
Did you say node?
No, yeah, you're right. It would be the opposite. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, obviously it's just nostalgia, but I feel like everybody I know who's played MGS2 had played the first one a million fucking times beforehand, usually. And so it's interesting to hear somebody say that Shadow Moses did not click for them. Because
I think as an area, it's cool, but like if we're talking about like a map in a video game, I don't know, the backtracking in this feels cool, like going from different area to area and like retracing your steps feels cool. Where in Shadow Moses, a lot of the like backtracking felt like really
not great.
Obviously tedious, everyone would be like, infamously everyone complains about it, right? But it felt great in this one. I loved it.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Well, and they make it like integral in a way that isn't, like you said, it's like that's not like frustrating. Oh, God.
Sure. Yeah.
And that encourages extra exploration for stuff. So I think they make it intuitive here, I think, in a way that it is not in one. And admittedly too, and I think we've talked about this on the show, like the backtracking in one is not as bad as you remember.
Right,
It
that's
does
for
still
sure.
it does still fucking suck that you have to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's for no reason. It's legit no reason that you should have to do this. So yeah.
I was gonna ask if anyone noticed any parallels with this next cutscene.
Oh,
and another
brother,
cutscene.
did I? Oh, brother, did I? The hallway,
Oh, yeah.
very cool, very gory, very action-packed, but not scary or foreboding as the ninja hallway in MGS1.
The ninja hallway in
And
MGS1 is fucking
It's
iconic and terrifying.
peak atmosphere. And again, continuing on with this trend of like we're doing cool shit from the first one but not quite right, like there is a dedication in this game to hitting the highlights in a technically impressive way without hitting an emotionally impressive way.
That's a really
And
good way to
again,
put that.
it's really fucking cool, and they're hitting in that technical spectacle, and like this is fucking sick. They don't hit you emotionally in the same way that I feel like they did in MGS1. And they're kind of just throwing them at you, just hard and fast, just like here's this one, and then here's this one, and then here's another one, and it's just kind of happening in sequence.
Yeah,
like
I guess
it's just like
yeah. Because in MGS1, it's quite a while before you get
oh
to
yeah,
It is
you
quite
go
a-
away.
definitely not this
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. You go a ways before you get the hallway, and it's just like, what the fuck? I do love a good boss preview though, because who the fuck is this cool ass vampire man?
Oh yeah.
This is and again, not emotionally impressive, fucking rad though.
Oh yeah.
'Cause
100%.
this-
I mean, this was going back to what we were talking about on the first episode. This was like Alessio feels compelled to show everyone he knows.
Oh,
this
cool. The
fucking-
memory card to everyone's house.
Yeah.
given.
Mhm. And it's like and they're like really showing off the craziness of the Rogues Gallery and how it's like escalated from the first one, and like who the fuck is this guy and what the fuck is he, and we're gonna find out soon who this guy is, like officially.
Mhm.
But clearly whoever is doing this has killed the men in the hallway, and we're seeing him completely murk the dudes in this
Oh,
engine room
yeah.
or what
Easy.
boiler room, whatever. Raiden is not seeing this happen, but what he is doing is aiming a gun or looking at a door and hearing the most heinous shit in the world through this door, and he thinks, you know what? I'm going to investigate this by myself. In some cases, depending on how you decided to do it, without a gun.
Oh yeah, very much so without a gun.
So you walk into this room and you're like looking around, and then you walk in and you see this man, my man's sucking blood, legitimately vampires. This sucking blood out of this dude's neck like you suck,
guy.
like you fucking suck a lobster out of its shell. He's sucking blood out of this dude's neck, and you're watching him, and Raiden makes like the faintest noise, and he's just like, yeah, and he's just, no, it's literally that. It's like, and the subtitle for it is just two exclamation marks or two question marks, I think, like something like that.
yeah,
it's-
Raiden had a
but it's
fucking
like-
awakening.
Dude, he's like, it's like he was that man was Rykov for a moment. That was not Raiden. That was Rykov.
He's like my ancestors.
My ancestors.
It's like Rose never sucks me like that.
And no, I can't say that because okay. No, it's not offensive. It's spoilers for Chad. I can't.
Okay.
I
All
see.
right.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that Chad is not completely spoiler immune.
Yeah. So he notices Raiden, and then he just starts like going fucking like disappearing, and like Raiden is like, what the fuck? Vamp appears behind Raiden, and
Do we want to
as
describe
he
Vamp for the
Oh, yeah.
for the hypothetical listener who's
yeah
never played this?
so this man's name is Vamp, and we're gonna reveal it because we're gonna find out in like 5 minutes anyway.
This man, his name is Vamp.
His name is Vamp. In case you missed it, he was sucking a dude's blood out of his neck.
Sucking a dude off.
Yeah.
Sucking a dude off. They explain that the name has kind of a dual meaning later, which is fucked up.
I still
but
don't even understand that.
I don't
Like,
understand it
no.
either, but it is an explanation they give for why his name is Vamp. But anyway, apparently the name. No, we'll get to it. We'll save it.
We'll let you
save
speculate, listener.
We'll let you speculate. We'll save it. So this dude, he's wearing like these leather pants, and he's wearing this like brown duster jacket, open chest, no shirt,
Hell yeah.
scars on his chest,
Skarsgård.
pale, yes, impossibly handsome. No, I'm kidding. Pale skin, long like to maybe the shoulder, black hair with a goatee and fangs. Like this dude is Essunt Dracul. This man is Dracula. Like
One of
he's-
the longest knife you've ever seen just dangle.
Oh, just in
physics
just
were-
like in there. Just
yeah,
like
physics were honed for this dangling knife.
I'd like to just throw out there that for the $10 patrons, I do apologize. That was very like the way that my camera cut. Never mind.
Dracul.
Dracul.
Do you remember Alessio Castlevania Lords of Shadow and the
Yes.
cutscene at the end where fucking Zolbez or whatever the fuck his name is goes into the clock
Zolbez.
tower to meet Gabriel.
Oh yeah, before the big reveal.
Yeah, calls him Gabriel and says, "That's not my name. Essunt Dracul." I've retained that information across the years.
That season needs a revisit.
It really does. We need to revisit Castlevania Lords of
MGM
Shadow
another 10
with Chad. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
which is, I guess, Latin for "my name is Dracula" or "I am Dracula." So yeah. Dig through the ditch. Dig. Fucking whatever. That was a better joke than whatever the fuck what I was gonna say. So let's move on. So Vamp like disappears. He appears behind Raiden. Raiden has no fucking idea what's going on. And then as Vamp goes to strike, the door opens and you hear, "Get down!" And Raiden like freaks out, ducks, and then this man appears, this Navy SEAL appears and starts shooting.
I think you mean, Lieutenant Junior Grade Navy SEAL.
Well, we don't know that yet. He's just a guy in a Navy SEAL mask at this point. And what winds up happening is that Vamp gets distracted, starts attacking this guy, grabs him by the face, I think, and throws him up against the wall.
Hell yeah.
Very
And
Cyborg Ninja, by the way, because Ninja does grab a dude by
Yes.
the head and just fucking
Yes.
rams his head into the wall.
Yeah. Also has a real big issue with dying. Cyborg Ninja. Interesting.
He's allergic to it.
Yeah. As he goes to like bite this man in the neck, he goes, "You smell like," and then gets a call on the radio, and it's somebody named Queen.
Dude, he's got the dopest reaction to this call. She like calls, she says a thing, and he goes, "Yes, Queen," or like something just like very.
Yes, Queen.
Yes, Queen.
It was so good. I was just like, this fucking rad,
Work.
dude.
He does a death drop. It's great.
Raiden starts clapping.
And his hands too.
Oh man, the
That's
delivery on
fucking awesome.
Queen here and in the next cutscene,
Yeah.
phenomenal. Like,
Phenomenal.
Yeah, very good.
Queen.
And he's like, "You'll never believe." He's like, "You smell like," then he gets the call and he's like, "Yes, Queen." He's like, "Oh, you'll never believe who I found. Oh, I'll tell you in person." And then he's like, "Okay, I'll see you soon." And he just
goes click.
He just bails.
No, you
It's
hang
like,
up.
who the fuck? No,
Well, he
you
does
hang
some
up,
like
you hang up.
Batman Arkham Asylum shit during this
Yeah.
entire cutscene, but like I don't know why he jumps up, could clearly just get out, but then he just like decides to run around the room a little bit longer.
It's cooler that way.
It is cooler. They do this thing where like Raiden like aims a gun at him, but then it cuts to where he should be and he's gone, and then as if to be like, actually, tee-hee-hee, you see, whew, and he just like is in the rafters. It's
like fucking
fantastic.
Pokemon running away.
Yeah. But yeah, so then you meet this dude who is fucked up. And
can you describe this man for us?
Yeah, describe this man for us. He takes his mask off.
He looks a little bit like, I don't know if you've interacted with a lot of like Alaskan mushers in your day, but he kind of looks like one of them fellas.
Yeah, for sure.
This man does 0 to conceal his identity.
Absolutely. Nothing almost really.
He even he even does this thing where he like introduces himself and he goes, "Yeah, my name is Lieutenant Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade." And it's just like, brother, what the fuck? And Raiden's like giving him the second degree, and he's just like, "Did you come in with like I didn't see you? Like, did you come in with the SEALs?" And he's just like, "Yeah, I rappelled in with a Bravo unit or whatever the fuck." And then as soon as he says this, he's sitting on the ground, and one of those sea lice like crawls out from underneath him, and it makes like a fucking like sting, like musical sting. When this happens, and it's just like, brother, you're really bad at this. And Raiden notices, and as he's introducing himself, Raiden Raiden immediately gives up that he's from Foxhound because
without hesitation.
Iroquois, because Pliskin goes, he sees the suit and he's just like, "Are you Foxhound?" And Raiden's like, "Yeah, huh?" And it's just like, and yes. Pliskin goes, Foxhound was disbanded, and Raiden's like, "Huh?" And it's like, number one, what? Number two, how would this random Navy SEAL know anything about Foxhound?
That's a really
their operations and what's going on.
This like, obviously I already liked the character, but this endeared me to Snake so much because he's so fucking bad at this, and it's so funny.
So bad at it.
He keeps messing up.
Incredibly bad at it.
They're like, so he's funny. The legendary soldier.
Yeah. Well, and then he starts like, and this is when you see the cutscenes with the VR mission footage, but
yeah,
Raiden starts talking about like his experience doing VR in his 300 VR missions and talking how it's indistinguishable from real life, and it's just like Pliskin is just like, "Oh, you can like die in the field, you know, and like you can get shot and shit." And Raiden's
thanks,
like,
bud.
"Well, they've got pain simulators, and you can, like,
he gets real defensive."
Pain. He gets very defensive. He sounds like this is the most incel he sounds this entire. He sounds like such a fucking incel. It's insane. He just popped a perky. Like he's fucking like.
I mean, to be fair, Snake is dismantling what has been his entire identity to this point.
Literally his entire life. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a fucking quirked up white boy on the VR sauce, like just trying his best. And he's getting fucking. He's just fucking getting taken down easy, and it's like, brother, whoa, and. Yeah, so they're having this this conversation, and this is where I was just like, does nobody know what OPSEC is? Fucking operational security. Keep it secret. Keep it fucking safe. Everybody's just tattling and telling everything.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trying to think of the best way to jump. Okay, Alessio from Editing Land is going to jump in and give you an exact time code. I'm just going to say right here and right now, let's just do like a very tiny spoiler cast for people who've played this, because I feel like I just have to fucking talk about this thing. So let me just drop a little footnote. 1 second. Okay.
To avoid spoilers, please skip ahead to 2 hours, 27 minutes, and 11 seconds.
So here's the thing. And this is why the idea of making a sequel to this game makes no fucking sense to me, because things like this don't feel real, like at all. Like to the point where it's like, if you were to make a sequel to this, essentially what you're saying is that it's canon now that Solid Snake's a fucking moron. If you don't make a sequel to this game, as in like something that happens in reality, you know, like if you just leave it open ended, then the question for the player becomes like, was that even actually Solid Snake?
Right.
Is any of this real? Is this all allegorical? Why would somebody as Story to Snake make such a stupid fucking mistake time and time and time and time again?
Well, I've got a really, really fucking specific example of this
please.
later. When we meet Peter. And he does the fucking Who Dares Wins shit.
Yeah. One of my favorite. I love it so much.
Or Peter
we'll talk about that
instantly.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later, but it's like that's fucking like he would know this shit. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like
he was in the army, wasn't he? Like he was like
so he was a Green Beret, and I guess to play devil's advocate, that would be my point, is that like Snake's not a secret agent, so he's not used to pretending to be someone else. He's just the dude going in and getting shit done. So this would be a little bit out of his element for him to lie and be like, no, I'm this.
But my which I get that absolutely, and I agree. My specific example with the fucking military slogans is like the fucking military branches are so goddamn anal about their sayings and their slogans and all their bullshit. A fucking Navy SEAL would never say Semper Fi. Like that's just not a thing that happens.
And if he was a Green Beret, he would know what Semper Fi
is.
Yes, he was just on a boat with a bunch of fucking Marines that were saying shit like that. Like,
right.
It is, as far as like the overall narrative goes, it's very silly. But the fact that he's just like spamming military sayings to this guy desperately is fucking hilarious to me. Like, it makes me laugh so hard.
I think for me, the first
I'm pretty sure
time I
too.
played it,
he does really quick. He does say here that he came in with Bravo team, right? Is that?
I think so. Yeah.
So that's another thing too that I think is really funny, and I think it's like every time. It sucks to do the devil's advocate thing where you're like, yeah, anything that doesn't make sense is because it's supposed to. It's like AI like fucking hallucinating.
Yeah, and that's not what I'm trying to say.
No, and I don't think that's the case either. But like, it's very funny that. So he's pretending to be part of this SEAL Team 10, I think is what they're called, and he only got there like 5 minutes before you did. So like, did he just like stroll up to the guys and be like, "Hey, it's me, your coworker. Remember Afghanistan?" Right. Like, what the fuck? Were they not just like, who the fuck are you?
Well, what it seems like to me is that he got in, he got his disguise. Maybe he took out like a random guy, got his disguise, and as he was changing into his disguise, Vamp struck.
Shit hit the fan.
While he was shit hit the fan, and then he shows up. Here's what's going on, and it's just like get down, and then that's where we meet him.
True, that would make sense. Yeah,
I feel like everything started to fucking go crazy, which then lends another layer to it, which is like he's not used to pretending. He's not a spy. He's not used to pretending to be someone else. And also, he is having to improvise on the fly because everybody he was supposed to infiltrate just fucking died.
So he's like freaking out. He's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ!"
So he is having to think lightly. So I think there also might be a thing to that, but also like he's our sweet autistic moron, right? You know this. So
yeah, I don't know if it's just because like when I came into playing this game for the very first time, and I think I mentioned it, it was like after reading that official Xbox magazine article where they were talking about how like incomprehensible it was or whatever.
Right.
I think because of that, I think I came into this with like a hyper analytical hat on from the jump. And for Snake to say all this stupid shit, I don't know if it's just like calcified over the decades since that I'm just like, that's not my Snake. That's, you know what I mean? Like that's
not my snake.
Yeah. It's like, and I don't even quite know how to put into words what it is. Like, I don't want to say the whole thing takes place in an AI simulation. I don't want to say Raiden doesn't have a real body.
No,
I don't want to say.
I think that it was. I think my take of this game is that it was all happening in the real. It was just a heavily like guided situation.
Well, yeah, it's like a manicured situation. It's basically like a play being put on almost, right? Using real people and real consequences. And since we're on the spoiler cast, I did want to talk about that a little bit because it's crazy how similar that is to like nowadays tossing in hey, give me Shadow Moses, but off the coast of and New York City to like any
Yeah.
kind of generative AI, and it would give you this
Oh,
imperfect,
yeah.
like slightly
Yeah?
shitty, slightly more cramped
Oh,
because the
wow, I
details are
Yeah.
dulled down. They're not as spaced out.
did
And I
not
was
even
like,
think.
I looked this up because I was like, how the fuck? Like that is really perceptive for somebody 25 years ago, considering they
Yeah.
didn't have much of that. And
Right.
like it was not, there was some talk in academic circles about like neural networks and imperfection. I looked up, there's this computer scientist named Stephen Toller who wrote about phantom experiences and how things will hallucinate like back in the mid 90s. But I have to imagine if you walked up to most people in 2001 and started talking about this, they'd be like, what the fuck are you talking
What?
about?
Yeah,
Like, what do
yeah.
you mean?
Well, I also think there's something to be said as well, where if you think about like the rise of generative AI and LMMs and stuff today, and it's like there are so many reports of like the fact that people are relying on these things and all this other stuff legitimately making people dumber.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
for
there's
sure.
there's something to be said about like somebody being thrown into a situation that is generated and like feeling stupider by comparison because they're in now they have to like live in this like weird generated like moment, you know. So it's
Yeah,
like
because
there's something to be said there.
well,
as
there you go.
well.
Yeah, and Raiden gets thrown off like the slightest thing happens, and
Yeah.
he's just like, "What?" Like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Raiden's a zoomer.
yeah,
Oh,
right.
fuck.
Yeah, Raiden's a zoomer, and Snake is the Chad millennial. It's probably more Gen X than Zoomer, but
Yeah.
no,
I also
mean,
want to clarify before we like speak seriously. I want to clarify something. I said that Snake is our autistic moron. I want to clarify. I'm not saying that he is a moron because he's autistic. I'm saying he's
He's
autistic
just
and he
both.
also
Yeah.
happens to be a moron on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I don't want this to come across as like a cop out, and I'm sure I'm almost positive that I talked about this on the original coverage, but it's like the conversation of like, is it real or is it not real, has never really mattered to me when it comes to this game.
Not really. No.
It just
It's like the
to-
top in Inception. Like, who cares?
when the series decided that it was 100% definitively real because there's a sequel to it, I was shattered. Like I was just like, I don't know, like, and I don't want to jump way too fucking far ahead, but it's just like things like Snake's comments, things like certain other things that will be coming up, things that we'll definitely be talking about like in the final episode, but it's like there's just so many things that make you question the reality of any of this, and with it being so meta in nature, it's almost as if whether
codifying it feels wrong.
Yeah, it almost feels
Right,
like
right.
whether or not the characters are real within their own world does not matter at all. Like the game just feels like it's operating at a certain level the entire time, to the point where it's like, I don't know, you just have these glaring logic gaps and stuff like that. And it feels very intentional. I mean, it's on the very first page of Kojima's grand plan, right? Like, fuck with them, LOL. Like, that's the point. So I don't know. It's just strange to me. I don't know. It's always been strange to me, this kind of back and forth. So I don't know. I just want to put a pin in it. I wanted to mark it here so that as we continue to talk while we're playing, maybe we'll do other little spoiler sections like this, but he's playing with the medium, and it's interesting that we're about to talk to Peter pretty soon, because then I do want to tie some stuff into the Paul Auster books that we were talking about, because it also plays with the medium a lot. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
I definitely hear what you're saying, because it's like, even if, like, yes, taking into account that like this is like everything is set up to go a certain way, everything is like fabricated and orchestrated, it wouldn't make sense. Like, why would Snake be dumber? Like, that shouldn't be part
100%.
of it. Like, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It doesn't quite.
Yeah, there are just certain things about it that I'm just like, this feels off, and like maybe at a certain point it felt off like intuitively, but it just feels off and silly to a point where it's like, this can't be just a straight putt. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I almost feel lazy taking this game at face value because of shit like this.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say if somebody's playing this and they're listening to this, I feel like I'm opening up the whole fucking can of worms again. I think I've told this story. One of my managers when I was working retail. I was talking to another coworker about I said something like, "Oh, you know, you can see it in your mind, right?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And this guy was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Oh,
And I was like, you know, like in your mind's eye. And we had and dude, he loved Metal Gear to death. Anytime I talked about MGS2 in any form or fashion beyond the sticks and stones, fucking boots on the ground, like physical shit, he would get mad. He'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking? None of that's in the game. Nobody says that."
I fucking hate it when they talk about things that aren't the game and don't talk about the game.
Well,
it was
he's
him.
the OG. Holy shit.
He's the OG.
Yeah, I've
He's the
been very
OG.
nervous this entire time that he has found this show and heard any of that because he's a massive Metal Gear fan. But at the time, could be different now. People change. At the time, like I could not have a conversation with him about my thoughts on this game because it just was impossible.
I can't imagine playing this game and like you said, playing it at face value and not inferring anything like that. Most of what makes this game great is sitting back and thinking about what just happened and trying to like piece it together. If you're just playing it like, you know, face value for 20 hours or whatever the fuck, like then it's not a great game. Like it's a fine game, but it wouldn't be the classic that it is. So that's strange to me. I don't know why would there be so many fans then who are like that? Like, what is the appeal? I don't know.
Yeah. I'll be curious. And we'll go into like normal fucking podcast here now, but momentarily. But I'll be curious if you're listening to this and you do have strong feelings in one way or the other, like, oh, it's 100%, there's nothing heady. You should just take it at face value. It's a fucking video game. Whatever. If you feel strongly about that, I desperately want to hear from you. Like, please send an email to like contact@metalgearmondays.com.
Please,
because I think these days Metal Gear Solid 2 has become just this emblem, the symbol of like heady video games. So it's almost like you just keep hearing the same shit parroted everywhere all the time. So it's like if you have like a hardcore, passionate hot take, like, dude, I want to hear a new take on this game. Like,
love to hear a new take, honestly.
It'd be it's like it's like watching Eraserhead and then just being like, it's just about a guy and a baby.
100%.
It's like, well, there's a lot. Like, I mean, on its like face, sure, but like, there's a lot more going on.
Media literacy. I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, exactly.
But all right, we should cut back to the main episode.
Yes. Welcome back. If you were avoiding the spoiler cast, it's good to have you back in the fold here.
Do we want to mention the Pliskin thing? So
Pliskin thing?
Snake
Pliskin,
like the name.
Snake Pliskin is the main character of Kurt Russell's character in Escape from New York. I was trying to see if Iroquois had anything to do with it. Kurt Russell's character in Escape from New York, his name is S.D. Bob Snake Pliskin. That is his full name.
Holy shit.
S.D.
Bob Snake Pliskin. And Pliskin is spelled with 2 S's. So it's not even spelled the same.
Oh.
Whatever.
So anyway.
I believe that the kids would call this Iroquois Pliskin fella hella sus. I think is what the kids are saying.
Well, and Pliskin throws it right back at the kids by saying the kid is wired with nano machines, like it's an insult.
He said, "You're sus.
You're sus.
You were the one who was sus."
No, it is you who is sus. Yeah. The other thing too is that like, so he's talking about how like they have to. Do we find out that the place is wired to explode at this point, or like because we have to? Because like, why are we going to Strut C?
Because there's the dead man with the handcuff.
Right.
With the football.
We have to go. We're gonna go try and find that. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he's like what, a Navy officer or something. He's some dead guy with a handcuff that's been snapped, and then Pliskin refers to it as a football, which for anybody who doesn't know, who's not in the States and is not aware of Dr. Strangelove or any of this fucking media that like romanticizes this thing. Officially, it's referred to as the Presidential Emergency Satchel, and it is a briefcase that just has a communications device in it so that the president can request a nuclear strike. Is like literally all it is.
I'd argue that Dr. Strangelove is not romanticizing.
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah, it's like the opposite of romanticizing.
Yeah. It's kind of, But yeah, so basically it's just like you know, I know about the operations of this place and everything like that. You can contact me on this frequency. I can't remember the number. I can't remember if it's a significant number that we know from MGS1. But
Oh no, I
you know,
looked it up. It's Master Miller.
oh, interesting.
Fantastic.
Interesting.
Identity and subterfuge.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, double identity. Didn't even put that parallel together.
Yeah.
I was in my mind. I was like, oh, he's mentoring Raiden. It's similar, but
I
no,
mean,
you're totally
yes,
dual
but
identity.
also, yeah.
Which,
Dual
amongst other
identity,
things,
dual
identity.
purpose.
Identity. Maybe
Oh,
amongst the
big,
core
huge
theme.
identity,
Huge identity.
huge identity guy.
A huge identity.
But for this game, identity is like this. Identity comes up more
It's a
than
big
anything
deal.
else. It's like
Yeah,
the
that
biggest
is the
theme
game.
in the game, I think. Yeah,
Identity even of the series.
yeah, for sure.
So there's this moment that every time it happens, like it just sets off alarms. Every fucking time anyone asks Raiden what he's really doing here, Raiden gets completely silent.
Yeah.
Like silent in the way that I don't think even he knows what he's doing here.
He just kind of like it kind of feels like this, like he literally was woken up from a pod this morning.
That's why, it is
placed,
that
iPad kid.
completely.
Yeah,
no,
big
like,
iPad kid. Cocomelon.
Well,
Like-
it's that exact thing that you just said, Lily, which I have never fucking put into words before. You just like perfectly nailed it. Not the iPad baby, but he just the just born yesterday trope.
Literally, does it sound like I was born yesterday? Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Like, I think it's that often forces my mind to be like, it's all fucking allegorical. Like, it's allegorical as fuck. Like, there is no before and after. That's why the idea of a sequel after this feels like the stupidest fucking exercise in creativity. But whatever.
Well, that's the other thing too, is like I think about like the Matrix and how like Neo wakes up from this whole the Matrix, this virtual world, and now he's like in this like impossible situation. He is the most confused fucking stupid dude ever until he finally like gets a grasp on what's going on, and it's just like, damn, like it does feel like that in a way. But yeah.
While we're on the subject of getting Pliskin's codec, I think there's like, if the Raiden haters can put away their disappointment for a second, I think there's some really cool inversion that happens here where for the first time ever, you are on the other side of the codec call and Snake is the one calling you.
Yeah. That's pretty
it's
cool.
the first time in the entire series. You're
Yeah,
totally right.
Yeah.
But I think maybe the only time in the series that this happens where you get a call, like you are called by Snake, right?
Yeah,
because
it's just
I guess
this game.
so.
You're totally right. Yeah.
Yeah. Wild.
Whoa. Whoa.
Interesting.
I love that I've played this game so many times that like, especially if you hop on Discord and watch me play it, especially on like a fucking PS, like a PlayStation controller, not this fucking Xbox bullshit. It is like hard coded in my DNA. That's how many goddamn times I played this game. But it is so crazy that like we've been covering it for 2 weeks and I feel like I know so much more about this game.
Yeah. It's just like it's having the fresh eyes and also like looking at it. I think again because we haven't really played it for you and me, Alessio, for like about 10 years now, and it's like, good lord, like just stuff that you notice, like that you pick up just because your brain functions differently now than it did 10 years ago, right? Like the last time I played this video game, like they say your brain doesn't completely like finish developing until 25. My brain wasn't done developing yet. Like that's kind of it's crazy to think about. Like you think about it that way, and it's just like now it's like, what the fuck? So much.
Well, I don't have that excuse, so I was just fucking dumb.
I mean, close enough though. Yeah, you were just fucking.
One thing I did notice that I wanted to mention is and obviously the music feels different in both areas because they're very different in terms of energy, but the music feels so much more sterile and artificial and synthetic in the plant by like a large margin, because the tanker stuff is all orchestral swells and like fucking like it just feels like The Rock, you know what I mean? Like it's just big time movie. Like again, you've got the fucking We Heard It, like the little drum the little fucking marching drum and like all these like you hear a chorus of people
Right.
and stuff, and there's none of that in the plant. It's all, I mean, there's a sick fucking saxophone that we're about to hear, but
I was just about to bring up the saxophone.
Besides the sick fucking saxophone, it's all very like,
she brought that guy on though, like that's completely separate from everything else.
It's actually Fortune playing the
And real quick, while you're having this discussion with Pliskin, and Ryden, of course, brings up VR training because he has to fucking bring it up in every single conversation that he has. Snake
like
has this really
pro AI guys. He's like, hey, that's fucking amazing.
You can code for me. He can do everything. He tells me where to go on vacation.
I like vibe coding, and I married my ChatGPT.
It told me to kill myself.
Yeah, I'm doing that tomorrow.
But Snake has this really great line where he's like, war is a video game, huh? And it's like, this is really cool because this is right around the time where you had stuff like America's Army and Full Spectrum Warrior, which is a crazy fucking video game title. Full Spectrum Warrior is a crazy title for something, by the way. And they're like, these examples of the American military realizing the marketing potential of video games and tapping into that. And like, I think this predates them.
Yeah, it does.
But just like that really...
America's Army and all that was like 04, I think.
I want to say 04, maybe 03. But yeah, just like using it as this recruitment tool for like this impressionable young male demographic, like iPad kids, like Ryden.
Oh,
it's
shit,
kind of
02.
crazy. 02.
So a year
God
before.
damn. Wow.
I still can't get over the Full Spectrum Warrior.
Full Spectrum Warrior is nuts. I can't change my Discord name to that, but Lily, you could.
I could. You're not wrong.
Anyway.
Woof.
Oh, we have to talk about Neil Ross. I am committed that this is Neil Ross.
Well, hang on. Before we move on, I will also say, if you do find the shaver before you get here, you give it to Pliskin.
Cool.
Because he's got all this stubble, and that comes up later, and we will talk about it later. Yeah, and Chad, I'll tell you after we're done recording, but we'll talk about it in the show.
Cool. Okay.
It doesn't come up in this episode, which I was kind of surprised that it happened between this cutscene and
it doesn't come up until. But here's the thing.
Right.
There's a reason for that, and we'll talk about this.
Yeah. But, I do wonder if anybody at home knows. Maybe it wasn't an Xbox PS2 difference. Maybe it was a difficulty difference. But like, if for some reason it's down at that little dock on hard only and it's somewhere else on normal, I don't know. Like, did you guys find it when you were playing on normal?
The shaver? No, neither playthrough have I gotten this.
Oh, I see. Lily, do you have it? Oh
no.
Lily's she's been taken.
The power surge, I just experienced a power surge, and that's why I disappeared for a moment. If you were watching or whatever, that fucking scared the shit out of me. Everything just went completely dark and then just poofed back on. I was not ready for it.
It was the fucking lolly lule low.
You touched the node.
Yeah, that's not even a spoiler.
I touched the nerd.
Don't touch the nerd.
Oh, never touch the nerd.
I always listen. I'm always touching the nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Who up touching they nerd?
Who up touching they nerd?
I'm definitely gonna start referring to jacking off as touching the little nerd.
Who up touching they nerd? God.
Lily, we were essentially where you cut off because Chad and I immediately started talking about Julianne Moore movies.
As we do.
Fuck yeah. As you do. I guess shall we move on to the BC connecting bridge?
The British Columbia connecting bridge.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
indeed.
I mean that's Chad is that.
I am. That's me.
Is he?
It's very far away.
Yeah, it's like as far away from Toronto,
almost. Yeah,
from fucking Ontario as you can fucking get in the country. Almost.
And we continue the tradition of docking Chad.
Mm-hmm. Well, everybody, whatever.
Wow, fuck it. I'm going to be part of America soon anyway. Who cares?
I mean, shit. Drake's in Toronto. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying?
His address. I could go there right now.
Right now.
Let's go to the big shell again.
That's true. I've got two things to say. 1,
2 words for you.
3, hot jazz mommy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I think
also
Fortune awoke something within me when
I
played
was,
this
you know what? I hated that. I shouldn't be thinking about these things while I'm playing a video game in the privacy of my home. But when I got this cutscene on the second playthrough, just like a few days ago, I was immediately like, oh, Alessio's like whole getting stepped on thing. This is probably part of it.
Mhm. And quite frankly, Chad, you know me, right? Chris Statlander, Megan Bain.
Yep. There's a
I
pattern.
feel like
Mothers.
you guys just spoke a
Rhea
foreign
Ripley.
language.
Rhea Ripley. You know, insert. I'm too gay for this.
This game, life.
This gayum.
This gayum.
Gayum.
To paint the scene.
Oh, I'm gonna paint the scene, all right.
Jesus
God damn.
Yeah.
God. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna
Raiden, maybe this will continue to be a trend. So let's put this on Raiden Watch 2026. Raiden keeps walking into
I'm gonna
scenarios.
sit on the floor for a second. Sorry.
Oh,
God.
that's fine. Did you fall?
No, I kind of sunk.
Oh,
As you do.
no. Raiden walks into another scene that has nothing to do with him, much like the last one he walked into, which makes me wonder how much this is going to happen, and I just never noticed it. But anyway, so he walks into the scene. It's a bunch of Navy SEALs. We didn't mention this during the situation with Vamp. These Navy SEALs fight like they're in ice. Like, nobody trained these guys. Like, what the fuck are they doing, dude? Especially in the room with
They're just like constantly like they're just like shooting this woman, and very clearly like they are shooting this woman, and this fucking delicious. Yeah, true. This fucking Fortune was alive for 8 minutes before she passed. They're shooting at this woman, and the bullets are very clearly not fucking hitting her, but they will not stop shooting these guns. And they're yelling. It's like they're not hitting her. What are we gonna do?
A bullet literally clipped the body of the president when I was watching it in the cutscene, and I'm just like, you literally just killed the because the president's laying on the floor, knocked out next to this woman, and the bullets are just ricocheting, moving around her, like they can't hit her essentially.
Yeah.
And she's monologuing essentially about like, oh, maybe one of you will be the one to kill me. She will do this for the remainder of the game.
When, let me tell you, goddamn, like horniness aside, there is nothing I love more than a villain who wants to die and can't. It gets me every time. It's always the fucking best thing. I don't know what it is. I will always be like, fuck yeah, dude.
It's yeah. At the time, too, I think this might have been my first exposure to like that as a trope.
That trope, yeah.
And then Vamp shows up, and Vamp is going to take the president.
Queen.
Yeah,
hey, Queen.
Yes, Queen. He shows up. He grabs. Also, Vamp voiced by Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar,
of,
that's right.
Mad TV fame. But he picks up the president and he walks out. And of course, the whole time he's doing this, they stop shooting, which is probably the wrong time to stop shooting. Especially
like, hold up, my white guy's there. Everyone, hold your fire.
Pretty much. But then, so these three dudes come out of nowhere. They come out of.
He's not one of the good. He's not one of the good white guys, though.
Yeah,
he's foreign.
He's
so
that's right. He's like Slavic. That's true.
So Strut C, three dudes come out, kind of opposite of Raiden, and they're yelling shit. And then this dude shoots a grenade, and it lands at Fortune's feet and does not go off, which is strange, right? Because it's not like the bullet.
And he goes, a dud.
1,000,000%. So Neil Ross, voice of Vulcan, is credited as being the voice of a Navy SEAL in this game. If that's not him, I will fucking eat a shoe on camera. Like that 1,000,000 fucking. Wow. If there's any Navy SEAL that would be him, it's this man.
And the problem is, it's such a small line from such a long time ago that we cannot ask Neil if it was him.
Yeah,
because like he's not gonna remember. You know what I mean?
If you played it for him, do you think he'd be able to figure it out and be like, "Yeah, that's my voice"?
If it was,
I could probably email
maybe.
I didn't.
That's actually a really good.
Yeah, let me make
question.
a note. Well, watch him be like, "No," and then I have to fucking
eat a shoe. Hell yeah, Patriot Club, fucking 78 or whatever.
let's see things you have to do. Eat a shoe, Do the cinnamon challenge.
Oh, I forgot. God damn,
Cinnamon
I forgot about that. Cinnamon
in a minute.
That's where that came from. My brain was like, how do we continue to shove off cinnamon? I'll have it in a minute. I'll have some cinnamon in a minute.
Cinnamon in a minute. Yeah. I think Alessio, instead of eating a shoe, I think that Alessio should do a shoey on air. Oh, do you not know what a shoey is? Do you know what a shoey is, Chad?
I don't think
Is that
so.
where you drink out of your shoe?
Yeah, basically. It's an Australian thing where they'll like pour.
That's the Australian name. We have a name for it here too. I don't know what the fuck it is though.
They'll pour alcohol in a shoe and then drink out of the shoe.
I just think of
celebration.
Noel from fucking
Mighty Boosh.
Mighty Boosh, because he was old Greg.
Steve, obviously,
Bailey's in a shoe.
Steve of Newfoundland fame from the Discord. That's a new getting. They drink from boots, I think, in Newfoundland or some shit. I don't know. You got that, Steve?
Nice.
No, that's the bad one. We don't talk about.
We don't talk about that. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the grenade doesn't go off, and then after Vamp takes the president away, Fortune continues to monologue about being put out of her misery or whatever, and she charges her big fucking rail gun, which is like,
oh hell yeah,
hell yeah,
and she blows the bridge apart and just fucking kills everybody except for this one dude who's like hanging on for dear life, and I half expected her to like step on his hand.
God, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
She just looks down as he like lets go and falls, which if you do fall from that height is an instant game over for you, the player, as well, which you can test. The cutscene's over.
There's not a way at this point. There's not a way to like game the system to get over there early, right? Like you will die. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever known of a way. Yeah.
A couple seagulls get blasted here too.
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the thing. So she says after that happens and a seagull falls out of the sky, she turns around to leave and she goes, "Goodbye, my pretties. I'll see you again soon or sometime or whatever." Very strange that she says that because she clearly has to walk outside to do a thing she's going to do on the next episode.
Later.
And then the other, because at first I was like, oh, maybe she's going down to the place we're going to talk about near the end. That's why she's not going to see them for a while. But no. So weird line, but weird line.
I thought she meant because she's like plans to die.
Yeah, she's like, I'll see you in the afterlife, basically.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. I guess I didn't think about it like that. But anyway, as she's going to leave, seagulls
talk about media literacy. Am I right?
Seagulls are
huge media literacy guy.
Huge seagull guy.
Huge seagull guy. Huge Milton guy.
Anyway, as she's leaving, I noticed that the seagulls keep falling at various distances from her and at various times after. Yeah. So are they just randomly dying?
They're just like, they're seizing up.
Yeah, they have electricity poisoning.
Yeah, that happens.
That's a real thing. If I can figure it out with your headlight fluid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you didn't get the electricity vaccine. A loser.
Yeah, dumbass.
It is fun to throw riding off the side of the fucking bridge. It is because when you get control again, there's a chaff grenade.
Just cartwheel off the edge. Yeah.
Well, if you get too close to the fucking little chaff grenade pickup, you will fall.
No, that's right.
And he goes like, Aah! And then you get the game over.
Yeah.
Oh, which by the way, the screen is gibberish. I turned the PS2 emulator up to 8 times resolution, and you can read the words, but they don't mean anything.
That's
looking
cool.
at it on an Xbox, which has a higher native resolution than the PS2, on a CRT, I was thinking, oh, maybe if it's CRT blended, maybe it'll be more legible. Still can't make out what any of it says. So unfortunately.
We talked a lot last episode about how like the intro cinematic where Snake is coming off of the George Washington Bridge onto the tanker, it was just like, it is absolutely incredible. And I would nominate this as the cinematic of the week for this episode because this is
cool 100%.
Yeah.
Also, like
the jazzy saxophone.
What an excellent way to gauge our progress as well. This hot woman who can't die blows up a bridge with a dope ass railgun, and it's just like, what a cool way to make it so that we have to go the long way. Like
the rule of cool is very much in effect in this game because if you described a single plot point in a sentence or two to anybody, I would be pressed to find somebody who's like, that doesn't sound cool as fuck. That sounds lame.
This might be one of my favorite villain introduction scenes in any Kojima game. I think it's
very good.
I'm hard pressed to think of
it's
much that's better than
excellent,
this.
Well, in 3 sentences, he conveys every single thing we need to know about this person.
It's perfect.
Like-
It's for him. It's surprisingly curt and like concise.
Mhm.
Normally he'd be like, "Here's a fucking 3-paragraph thesis on who they are and the science behind it."
Chad, I don't know
Which
if you
they
know this or
literally,
not.
which they literally just did that with Vamp, not
Yeah.
like one scene ago.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like lore dump Vamp, and like he's this guy, and he's Slavic, and he did a bunch of shit happened. You know.
I love his backstory. He's just a Slavic guy, like a
shit
generic
happened.
Slavic.
That's just what they're like. Actually, I don't know. If
They
you
can
knew
all
that,
can run
but-
on water. Actually, I don't know if you've ever seen it.
Chad, I don't know if you know this or not, but Metal Gear Solid 4 is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the longest cutscene in video games. The
So I
last
do-
cutscene is 74 minutes long.
I remember when it came out. It's when I first started doing some games journalism and was really getting into it, and everyone was talking about how it's like what the joke was that like, wow, what am I fucking watching a movie instead of playing a video game? That's what everyone kept bringing about
It's
4.
literally
So,
a
yes.
movie.
Yeah.
One thing I want to mention that we didn't talk about. So after you get done with the Vamp situation, before you get into this bridge, Rose calls to ask you if you want to save. It's like one of the only
Yes.
like forced save things. She doesn't say anything that she wouldn't otherwise say if you didn't save. I think if you talk to her to save twice, you will have heard what she says in that scene, which was weird because she ended up kind of repeating it, some stuff. But I do love like, no fucking shade to anybody else who has saved for us in other games, but instead of being hit with like quotes and like silly little back and forth gaffes about books or whatever, this idea that every time you call Rose, she's digging further into classified information to pique her
Yeah.
curiosity. To me, I was like, dog, I need to save more because like I want to
Yeah.
hear what she's finding. Like,
It's all just so hinky to me because it's like, number one, again, just a normal girl, doesn't really know a lot. First time in the field.
Literally
no,
direct
but this,
quote.
No, but this is just a small
I'm
town
just a
girl living in a
girl.
lonely world. You know what I mean? Just a girl. But it's important that I highlight that again because even she knows about Snake and like the hero Solid Snake and like
well, because
him
there's the
dying
book, right? That you brought up, Alessio. So that would be
Oh, yeah,
public
yeah.
knowledge, right?
Well, the book, but then
Apparently a
also like
bestseller based on the review.
I guess that's true. She doesn't strike me as somebody that would read a bestseller.
Read it all.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, generic
Um,
white woman. Fuck, she's reading
They
all
do,
the
they-
all the
oh,
Oprah,
man,
all the,
The
Oprah
book
lists.
talk slop.
yeah.
Fucking goddamn.
Oh God. I don't even want to know about Shadow Moses on Book Talk, man.
I want to find the audiobook, like the in-universe audiobook. Like,
Yeah.
who's
But like she knows about the hero Solid Snake and how he died in the tanker and like all this other stuff, which
Yeah.
is also fishy on top of it. And then it just seems like Raiden's just like, hey, dig into this guy. This
well, wasn't she
Blisker
on the
guy,
call?
this-
I like.
Oh,
mean,
she might have
maybe
been.
she couldn't have
Yeah.
spoken,
Yeah.
but she probably was on the call
Yeah.
at the beginning. Sorry, I'm not
seems-
trying to yuck your yum, but
No, I'm just saying shit, man.
it is a little hinky though to be like, I'm just a normal girl. Let me hack the Pentagon real quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 'cause
hack the
it's like-
planet.
It also it just seems like because Raiden's like just talk to the colonel and get classified access, and Rose is like okay, and it's like it just seems like a foregone conclusion that this is going to be fine, and it's like what is
Colonel, what's the deal with
Goddamn-
this?
what is goddamn happening? It's insane to me, and it's just yeah, that's fine. She'll
The
just go
entire
talk
time
to
they're
the
sitting
colonel.
right next to each other.
Yeah, this civilian, this like legit civilian is just going to go get classified access so that she can act on the whim of a fucking fetus that is asking her questions about weird shit that he's having to deal with for the first time. Like,
Go on,
stop.
Queen.
Like,
Go
yeah,
on.
I will. It's
Yes,
fucking
Queen.
crazy. Yes, queen.
Yes, Queen. I do need to reiterate right here and right now. We know what's happening. We're just-
Yes.
We're vamping. Haha.
Ah.
all right.
But again, I think even for people that know what's happening, it is still like what a fucking thing to happen. Like it is still a question worth asking.
Yeah.
Because it's like
No, go ahead. Because this
no,
I think
I'm done. I was done. Basically, it was just gonna be me like, yeah, what the fuck? Like that was the end of my sentence. So go
she
ahead.
didn't ask me to save on this playthrough.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know if it's not. It's so I'm playing
Oh,
Substance
maybe-
PS2. I don't know,
Did you
but
save
this
before?
I might have maybe because I saved before. Yeah.
Yeah, that might have been what it was. Because I can't remember if I had saved before or not. Because I know
Yeah,
on
it would.
one run I didn't, and on one I did.
Yeah, it would be wild to like save, have this conversation, and then walk into the hallway and then have it again.
So you want to say,
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
no, Rose, get off my fucking back. Oh my God.
So
This playthrough also was the time that I realized that, oh fuck, these things that we are going to be dealing with next episode are just here, because I closed the locker on the way out,
nice,
and it was sitting there, and I was
that's
like,
when I
"Oh,
tested the
fuck."
shooting. That's when I was like, will I kill everybody if I do this right now? Yep.
And you
Yes,
sure
correct.
will.
Hell yeah.
So on top of
Hell
the
yeah.
what are you really doing here, and then Raiden doing the 1,000-yard stare, the other thing that keeps happening, and I keep making note of this, is that anytime Raiden asks a question, Colonel always responds with, "There's no time for questions. You've got to go.
Shut up.
Like it's
Shut up,
always,
Twink.
It's always go, 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 go. It's very like urgent.
Be gone, Twink.
Go. You have to do that. You have to. Don't ask questions. Just go. And that's been sus as fuck.
Yeah,
It's a little
very
sussy.
sus. Well, and then moving back forward to where we were here a second ago, continuing the susness of it all. After this ordeal with Fortune and stuff, Raiden calls, like, you talk to Colonel and tells him what happened, and Colonel's like, no, this is fine. You know, like we have to keep going. Basically, it's like this was a distraction.
That's all he responds with.
Basically, yeah, this was a distraction for us. It gives us a better chance to sneak in because they'll be like distracting. We have to like hurry up with the mission because they might retaliate after that. And Ryan's just like, was it all like a decoy? And he's just like, you gotta move. Shut up, Twink. It did the whole shut up, Twink thing again.
Yeah. Well, and it's weird too that they're like, go talk to the explosives expert who happens to be in the room directly in front of you.
Directly in front of you.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And so yeah, so all this shit is happening, and then as you go into Strat C, you get another fucking codec call. And Raiden's talking about how, like, God, it's just so weird, like this is all so surreal, and like, it's Rose, you're here and you shouldn't be here, and it's so weird that you're here.
Yeah, it's
and
like
I'm
a
just
dream.
like, yeah, it's just, I feel like I'm waiting to wake up. This all feels like a dream. And then he has this line where like Rose is like, well, Jack, I am here and I love you, or whatever the fuck she says. Yeah. And then he goes, well, I won't let you just be a dream.
It's a weird thing to say.
How do you make a sequel to a dream, Hideo Kojima?
Right. Very awkwardly, as it turns out. I think we've expressed this before, Chad. Metal Gear Solid 4, you're going to hate and love so much.
It's very weird.
Alessio,
I love
when you're power surged, Alessio and I like briefly chatted about that as well, and how I'm like kind of starting to dread it, but I'm also very anticipating what is to come at the same time.
It's just strap in for the ride, because like it's just, it goes places.
We're just gonna fucking be here, man.
Because it's like I
never expect.
I have loved Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 both. Like I said, they're both in my top 5 of all time now. But with 3, it's like
4 will not be that, I promise.
No, I can't imagine. 3 is like I got satiated, or it's like got it. Like I'll get there probably when I play some other games down the line. But like 2, there's stuff from like, well, I'd be curious to see where that goes.
Yeah.
And then from what I hear, it's like you shouldn't be curious.
It's like monkey's paw, just
yeah, exactly.
The thing that, and it's insane to me that like if you're paying attention and you're winking on the joke and you kind of know what's going on, it's insane that Raiden at this point in the game is like, it all feels like a dream. I'm just waiting to wake up, right? Y'all remember The Prestige?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And how like if you've seen the movie and you watch it again, like from they tell you the fucking thing at the beginning of that fucking movie, and they're telling you the thing now.
Because I don't remember this conversation from my first playthrough at all. Like it was not a standout bit of dialogue.
Yeah.
Also, I do have one question that kind of hitches its wagon onto what we're talking about. I was thinking about this earlier in the episode, and I wasn't really sure where to bring it up. I have never to myself wondered who the fuck Snake is talking to at the very beginning when he says the Hudson River 2 years ago.
Oh.
When is that? What does he do? Who is that he's talking to? Like what? You know what I mean? Like it to me that the
feels
vehicle,
pointed to have that included. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The vehicle what that is strange.
Can you? I'm gonna try and say this quickly so it's not like a fucking nonsensical bleep. We don't have to go into spoiler territory. So just be ready here. Could it be attached to the monologue at the end that he delivers?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Like, is it
like
a story that told after?
Yeah.
I mean, it has to have been a story. Raiden being told. Is this before?
Right.
Is this after?
Right.
Is this 3 weeks later? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who the fuck knows? But when he says 2 years ago, when does the big shell happen? After it's 2 years later, right?
2 years later.
Yep.
Yeah, so it has to be him telling.
Yeah.
But I'd like to imagine he's not. But who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I've never ever mulled over the Hudson River 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
I just tried a quick
actual
a Google search, and there's no discussion on it at all. No one's out there.
Yeah,
it's just us. We're all alone.
I mean, I can
Clip
imagine.
Chat, clip this.
I can imagine Snake maybe trying to provide more context for things like Ocelot's appearance to Raiden by being like, "Yo, 2 years ago, this shit went down."
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, that is just an aside. I didn't know where to put that. I love this strut that we're in. This might be one of my favorite struts.
Strut C is strut. There's not a ton to do in here until after the cutscene.
Yeah.
Did you guys find the Penicillin in the women's bathroom?
I did.
Stall?
Yeah.
That cracked me up. I was like, oh, this is a nice little storytelling. Somebody snuck out and had to take some tranquilizers because they were stressed the fuck out.
I would be too. Goddamn.
Yeah, same, man.
Also confirms that there's going to be a sniper rifle at some point.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Oh,
I wonder if that's where Snake was donning his gear, or where Pliskin was donning his gear to then appear in Strut B for the vamp.
He would be in the women's stall, the goddamn creep.
He absolutely would be.
He was looking for
dropped his drugs in the women's washroom.
Yeah, and then in the men's room, of course, at least on the Xbox version, of course, because it's the Xbox. There's a woman in a star-spangled swimsuit poster on the inside of the men's stall. It's I cannot remember what is there instead, but it is not the same poster in Liberty.
But yeah, so you basically like you come in here and you can see all this stuff, but you basically your goal is walk down the hallway, immediately get a cutscene where you hear like somebody's cooking in that kitchen. You hear clattering and stuff like that,
making a stew.
And you walk in, and hello, sir. He's still black, and he is a man.
He was definitely still a man.
He's definitely still a man. It's Peter.
You are black, and you are certainly a man.
Oh my god. So this is Peter Stillman, Peter Still Blackman. If you listen to our original coverage,
can you explain that for the newbies who might be listening? Why he keeps calling his name Still Black?
Legitimately, in our original coverage, I think we just called him Peter Still Blackman, apropos of nothing, because he is a black man.
That's crazy. That's not good praxis.
Well,
we didn't know at the time.
That's not good practice. Praxis is fucking insane. Cool to say. I love that.
Well, I think also at the time we were making a joke that like he was the only black man in the game other than Scott.
Well,
which is that's a fair assessment.
And he's voiced by the same fucking man who voiced Garbage.
Okay. Listen, that's insane. Greg Eagles. Thank you.
George Bird
voices
is his fake
George Bird. Yeah. He voices Peter Stillman in this game. He also voices Gray Fox, and he voices Donald Anderson in the first game in Metal Gear Solid. And canonically, Gray Fox is not black, whatever. But not my Gray Fox, but the fact that he is the token black character in back-to-back games is like very funny, but also I start to wonder if it is intentional also, because
I'm like, is Donald Anderson related to Peter Stillman in some way? Like, what is happening?
I don't know about related, but it's just like, imagine with me here, if you will, if you will. Like, wow, you're supposed to find this token black guy to help you with like some kind of task to get information or whatever, and he's just like the disposable guy that, you know what I mean? Like and it's just like, that's very strange that they picked the same actor to do this.
He's not part of the bomb disposal unit. He's part of the I am disposable and used for bombs.
But it is weird. Like, even
I
beyond,
am a disposable. I am a disposable unit.
I'm a unit, all right. We even brought this up when we were talking about Snake's Revenge, though. Like this weird tendency, even when it's technically not even Kojima working on a Metal Gear game, where there's always like the one black character who fulfills this role.
Well, it's always bombs, dude.
It's always bombs. It's very strange.
It's bombs or weapons or something. Because like like weapons, DARPA chief, fucking
Drebin,
Stillman,
MGS4, which might not mean
Drebin.
anything to Chad. He's a weapons dealer.
Yeah. And then obviously Sagan in 3.
Of course,
you know.
He also knows about bombs. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you got 8 Ball from GTA 3. What is up with us as a culture?
Same year, 2001.
Yeah. Fucking little Jacob in GTA 4.
Lily, do you know how to make bombs? Why have you not told us this?
Yeah, I might need that information like really soon, depending on where this goes in the next couple of months. So if you could relay that information, that would be really cool.
Come out, ye black and tans.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
I love Peter Stillman. He's a great guy.
It's almost as crazy as calling him Peter Still Blackman not good praxis. That's it. Oh my god.
I love this mini other movie that's happening within our movie though, with Peter Stillman and his protege.
Yeah.
This is a fun.
That's like a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you a question? Oh, specifically you, Chad. I need to ask you this question: is calling him Peter Still Blackman notions?
No one. What? That is 2 Irish references in the last 60 seconds. What is happening?
That one was straight out of fucking Eye Patch Wolves.
Oh,
so
I know
that
exactly
was
where that was coming from. Yeah. Is that notions? No, I don't think it would be.
I don't think it will. I don't think it is. Wanting powers is notions.
Yes, of course.
Having them is
Why
not.
do you think you deserve powers?
Right.
Having a stroke.
Something that I noticed, and I feel like, that what you're feeling right now must be what the audience feels all the time listening to this podcast. Right? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Wait for
that deserves the other one.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
I'm gonna shoot.
So I'm gonna fucking shoot, bro. I'm fucking struggling, man. Something that I noticed, and I maybe will need you to review this after we record just to make sure I'm not nuts. The musical motif that happens here for a little bit when they introduce Stillman, does it not sound like the music that plays when you meet Psycho Mantis for the first time?
I would have to listen to both pieces of music.
You'd have to listen to them side by side, but like the first time I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And I feel like the beginning of the music that plays when you meet Stillman is
I'll listen
the
to
same.
it while you guys talk through everything.
Yeah. And I will say this is a conditional cue it here, Alessio. If you listen to it and it is in fact you do hear it, can you play them just little bits side by side here, just so they can hear it too? Thank you.
You guys want to, real quick, one thing I totally forgot about. If you look in the mirror in first person, but then you do the little sneaky side tuck thing that you can do with the shoulder buttons, Raiden looks fucking insane, you guys. Like his whole body just like slides.
Oh, I have to check this out.
It's really funny. Yeah. I need to talk about the comedy here of, okay, we're playing this game. Okay. We meet Vamp. He's this fucking superhuman, literal vampire man. We meet Fortune. She's this hot lady with a giant railgun that literally cannot die, that bullets deflect around. And you're like, oh, damn, what's the next guy going to be? Bombs. Just bombs. Oh, okay.
He's a black man with bombs.
He's a guy. And then you discover many other things about him later that are delightful, but bombs. All right, cool. but yeah, so Raiden is like, this is a very hectic situation. Raiden's like freeze, and Peter is like down in the cabinet where he was looking for something, I would suppose, probably bombs, and is like, hey man, don't shoot. You know, it's like, are you a cop? He goes, I'm not, NYPD. I was like, okay, who are you then? And then they start like bickering back and forth, and
Ryan's being a huge dick to this guy too.
He's being a really huge dick.
Sussy.
Well, and it's really weird too, because he definitely was not this big of a dick to anybody else he's met.
He like basically told Pliskin his whole fucking life story, like without even being prompted.
Yeah. Speaking
the
of which,
the two Qs don't sound similar, by the way, Lily. I just listened to them.
Okay.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm crazy, but yeah.
I mean, I think stylistically, like, it all kind of sounds like Metal Gear. But yeah, I don't know. It was similar, I guess, in theory, but not.
No,
like,
man. I heard like the same. Like, it's
right.
fine. I'm totally.
I found right.
I'm totally okay with being wrong here, but like, I felt like I was losing my mind playing this.
Okay.
And listening to
I can go further. It's all good.
It's extra weird that he's being an asshole to Peter, because he knows that there's a guy that's going to help him in this strut. And why is he assuming that this guy's not that guy? Like, if there's one man here.
Yeah. And like, Peter's like got his hands hovering over a wrench, which is hilarious because like, fair, but also like, this man has a gun on you, and you think a wrench is going to do much right now? Like, what
you think Raiden saw he had a cane and he was like, I'm going to pick on this old man.
And Peter like starts standing up, and like, damn, we're in a bad situation. And Ryan's like, did I tell you could move? Ooh, he's also acting like Ice right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a little NYPD right here. Actually.
Well, he didn't pull the trigger 3 times, but yeah.
True. Well, he was trying to get away and not posing a threat.
Yeah. Following orders.
Yeah. Pliskin then walks in, because again, we left Pliskin in the fucking blood and guts room. And
which if you Kodak call him, he's sleeping. That is,
he needed a rest. He's asleep.
Nap.
He walks in because he's apparently a spring chicken now after the 10 minutes that we've spent.
That's true. It's not a very long
real time. Yeah, he does a little power nap. And he's like, he's not a bad guy. And Ryan's like, okay, white man. It's like, oh, okay, white master. And puts his gun down.
Did you guys aim your gun at Snake while Snake was on the stairs at all?
No, I don't think I thought. Do we get anything for that?
Dude, if you aim your gun at Snake, he wakes up immediately, aims his M16 at your face, and he goes, you think you can pull the trigger?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's hardcore.
Well, and then after you leave first person, you go to leave, he is literally like tracking you the entire time.
That I did know. He like follows
sick.
you. Like,
it was scary as fuck. Like, I was scared. I was like, I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's just like, he's best bomb disposal guy I know, NYPD consultant, all this other stuff. And this is where the fact that Snake or Pliskin introduced himself as Bravo team earlier is so funny, because you get into this room and it's like, are you with Bravo team? I didn't see you at the briefing. He goes, I came in with a different team, in front of Raiden, who he told he was Bravo team.
Right.
That's why I asked for that clarification, because I was just like, did he say he was on Bravo team to Raiden? Because so he literally just in front of Raiden's like, I was on a different team, not Bravo. You wouldn't have seen me. She goes to a different school. Like, she lives in Canada. She goes to a different school.
But thankfully, Raiden's just like fucking staring at a wall, drooling, just being like, oh, right. No, I'm still, what's going on? I don't know nothing.
Well, it's also crazy as fuck. Pliskin's acting like he doesn't know anything about Peter Stillman, but then in the same breath tells you exactly what school he lectured at, what years he helped the NYPD, like that he retired, that he lost his leg, like all this shit. And I'm like, what?
You would think that he would be like, even if you are from the Bravo team, why the fuck do you know all of this?
100%.
Right. Like, that's super weird, brother. Oh, the other thing. Wait, no, is it? No, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find this out in this conversation. Stillman starts telling you his story about like his protege, Fat Man, who he kind of like trained in bombs, and he like is regretting like he taught him his skills, but he didn't teach him like morals or like responsibility about it. So Fat Man is just fucking crazy, and he retired because he blew up a fucking church full of innocent people, and that's going to come back in a big way too.
We get
He
like
blew
a
up a
mini
church.
Ken Burns documentary about all this, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's
As
fucking
he's telling
crazy.
us, it's just
Yeah,
like
and that's
panning across pictures.
yeah, and that's how he lost the use of his leg and all this other stuff. So he retired in shame, basically, and all this other whatever. And Fat Man went on to be a fucking terrorist, which is great. And he's just like, man, he's gonna blow up this whole operation. He's fucking crazy. Essentially, you've got to stop him. Here's how we're gonna do it. And so Mandem fucking turns a C4 on in front of everybody. Like he straight up is like, this is C4. Beep, beep. It's like, brother, what are you doing?
And they're like, okay.
Yeah. And nobody says anything. He's like,
He's
yep,
like,
this
here's
is
the special
normal.
ice gun.
Normal so far. Basically, yeah, he said, this is coolant spray. And he sprays it and it goes pink and like shuts off. And he's just like, we're gonna turn them into ice. And we're gonna freeze them and we're gonna make sure that this place doesn't blow up. And they're just like, how long is that going to be effective? He's like, they're useless when they're like this. They'll be like this for about 24 hours. Plenty of time to deal with the situation and take care of them permanently. I'd like to be able to dispose of them, but we're only 3 people. And this is what we got for now. And then proceeds to start telling them, is like, okay, well, how are we going to find them? And it's like, well, you're going to want to look. He's planted them in every strut, and we've got to go around and look at them. And look for them and kind of think about like where a bomber would place bombs. But he's got this tendency to spray his bombs with cologne, his signature. And they're just like, did you teach him to do that? And he's like, nope, that's all him. Fucking psycho.
Yeah, he's
I'm
like, not
telling
that
you.
weird shit. He's like, I just
Not
come
that
on
weird
mine.
shit.
Like a normal man.
Basically. Yeah.
Gotta leave my boys behind.
Come for my boys.
And he's and he says, so I have this detector that will work with your radar and it'll show you like a cloud of scent basically in the general vicinity of where the bomb
Piss
is on the map.
vapors.
Just piss vapor.
It does look
You're
like
just
piss
looking for
vapor, yeah.
Piss vapor. Here's my question. How the fuck does he know about the goddamn radar? Because this is Soliton. It's not a thing that everybody has access to. How the fuck does he know that Raiden has radar to see this? Like, what's the play? Like, what's the deal here? Again, this is another thing that I've only noticed now for the first time. Like, what the fuck is happening
Might
here?
be a concession to the play. Like,
I would suppose, yeah. Because it's in the same way that, like, in the codec, it's like press the start button. To open it.
Like, what does that mean? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I guess,
one thing I will say before he goes on this little tirade, I do want to put a pin in the fact that he says there was, quote, some tall, skinny guy who was an engineer that was with them that was supposed to help disable security, but he only got them these 2 keys or whatever.
Yeah.
And in the little video that we get, it looks a lot like Otacon.
It's clear who it is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's like, right, like we need to go around, we need to split up basically to get this done in time. He gives Raiden the level 1 key that'll help him get all the ones in Shell 1. And then I think he gives Pliskin another key, I think, to go to Shell 2 to take.
Yeah, I think it's level 3.
Level 3.
Yeah, level 3. Yeah. So sends them both on their way, and then he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help too. And they're just like, what are you fucking talking about? You're gonna fucking die. And he's like, no, I have to go. And it's just like, dude, you can barely walk. You need to stay here. Because we're gonna need help. We're gonna need somebody. We need like a central operation space basically to like call back to if we need help. He's like, okay, well, I guess I need to come up with a plan B anyway. It's fine. And this is the part as Snake or geez, I keep on saying, but we know at this point. As
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, as Pliskin is leaving. Because he's like it's an honor, like earlier in the conversation, it's an honor to meet you, sir. Iroquois Pliskin, Lieutenant, junior grade, shakes his hand. Pliskin is like side eye, or Stillman is side eyeing him hard and stuff. And then he goes as he's leaving, who dares wins. And when nobody says anything, he goes, Semper Fi. And then he just
he's
fucking
spamming the sayings. It's so goddamn funny.
and it's really funny. And it's just like, so
Peter just calls his ass out the moment he leaves the room too. He's like,
yeah.
Oh, that guy's shifty as fuck. He's
Well,
like,
'cause
I don't
also-
really trust you either, but
What he points out is that no, he's got like the headset on. Like that guy usually just stays on the helicopter. He wouldn't fucking be here anyway. So, and then he
Yeah,
said two wrong things, and I was like, okay, he's full of shit.
Yeah. Leadership stays on the platform or like the forward operating base, wherever the fuck they are, to give orders. They're not in the field. And then he says these things, and he talks about how like Semper Fi is the Marines and Who Dares Wins is the British SAS and stuff like that.
yeah, come on, Snake. You couldn't even get the nationality right, you fucking moron.
He was struggling.
Yeah, the Navy doesn't really even have, they have a motto which is, I think, honor, courage, commitment, but they don't really go around spouting it.
Right.
And I think unofficially they have Semper Fortis, not Semper Fi.
Weird.
Semper Fortis, fucking say.
Well, I mean, unofficially they have the village people. So
True. He just says join the Navy as he's walking away.
Yeah.
Drink more.
I will say a majority of the conversation that we just talked about too is fun because it takes place in first person in engine.
Yes. Yeah.
You can like look around while they're having the conversation and stuff. It's
very
pretty
cool.
Well, there's also this aside too where Raiden has to go talk to his handler in the corner. He's like, "But I don't know how to do bombs disposal. I've never done it before."
Well, Snake like fucking pulls him over the poles too. As he walks away, he's like, "Oh, you gotta talk to your
CEO, boss." And like towards the end of the conversation too, he's like, "Raiden, you done yet?" And it's just like, "Bro, chill out." And Raiden calls, and he's just like, "I don't know, man." And Colonel's like, "He's the best. He's the best. You're fine." And he's like, "Okay." And then gets the explanation.
Spray the bombs, you fucking idiot.
Which I wonder, I would love if there's any explosives Andes who listen to the show, would this work? Write in and let us know. Could you just spray cold fucking coolant on a C4 to stop it from working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly if you're a black man listening.
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
As the games would teach me, that's the only people who know how to do this shit.
Yeah.
So
if you can I spray like if I take the hose out of like my my like keyboard duster, can I like use the cold to like turn the
if I take the hose out?
Very
extreme. If I take the hose if I take the hose out, I'll tell you what, trying to do that medically.
Where are you taking them?
Pretty soon.
Oh, to lobster dinner.
The lobster
red
dinner.
lobster.
I'm gonna suck the lobster like I suck the necks, you know what I'm saying? At that lobster dinner with the hose. All I'm saying, you know.
Do you guys want me to do my quick my tight thesis on Peter Stillman and how it relates to New York trilogy real quick?
Before you do that, what did he before you do that, like before you leave to go on this grand adventure and where we're gonna leave off for the week as far as like content goes. Peter's like, I'm gonna lock myself in this pantry, and then I for life me cannot remember what he says to Raiden before he leaves. He says something poignant to Raiden. I might look it up while
I feel like most of what I remember him saying was essentially just like, watch your back, this guy's sketchy. Like,
I think that might have just been it. Like,
and while we're talking, did say too, like, you can call me, and he gives you the codec, which is it's a new frequency. This does not tie back to an older character.
Okay, he says bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let that fear get to you. When you give in to fear, the darkness comes.
Hell yeah!
And then he just closes the door.
Ryan's just like, I'm a little baby. I don't know what any of this means.
He's literally just like,
that's pretty much how I sign off of regular conversations. To be honest.
He literally is just like, don't let the darkness in. He literally is just like, I'll for the $10 patrons, I'll stand up and do this. He's literally staring at the door like a little piss baby, like.
he's doing the Fenty lane.
No, not the Fenty lane. Bringing American culture to the big show.
literally, it's just like he's just standing there like, what? And just not moving until the cutscene fades to black, and you have to move him yourself. It's very fucking funny.
Until the cutscene fades to Peter. Sorry, it was a bad joke.
No.
Oh no. All right, so I'll give you guys.
I don't even know if Lily heard it.
That's fine. she shouldn't. She shouldn't hear it. All right. So, let's do this. So it dawned on me last episode I was a total fucking moron, and while we did talk about the New York trilogy, we did not talk at all about what any of the books are even about, or like any of the plot whatsoever.
Yeah. So it's so the first one, Escape from New York. Second one,
Yeah.
Escape from LA.
Return
What's
to
the
New
third one?
York.
Oh, true.
Escape from Prison Planet.
Yeah. Escape from America. Anyway, so it's 3 books, and I think I mentioned the 3 books, but the first one is City of Glass, and that seems to be the more noted one. The third book kind of can't exist without the other 2, but the first 2 can like be self-contained. But anyway, Peter Stillman is the name of 2 characters in City of Glass. So there are 2 characters both named Peter Stillman in City of Glass. One of the characters is a Harvard grad who becomes a Department of Religion professor whose wife dies. Then he imprisons his 2-year-old son, also named Peter Stillman, in a room with no human contact for 9 years. He does this so that his son can, quote, retain no corruption from human language, and he hopes that his son will continue to know the tongue of God.
Oh.
Because essentially he's like, yo, if my son never hears human language, then like all he'll know is like what he heard before he was born, right?
Oh,
Hey,
right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting plot point there.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
That's I mean, roughly my recollection and based on kind of like what I was skimming through. I'm pretty positive that that's what it is. But anyway, the child is eventually freed, and the father spends the next 13 years of his life in a mental institution. But clearly, like, if you're freed from a situation like that kid's got development fucking problems, like, forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so anyway, the main thrust of the novel is that Daniel Quinn, a crime pulp novelist, is erroneously called in the middle of the night and confused as Paul Auster. So the person calling this novelist says, hey, are you Paul Auster, the detective? And Daniel Quinn decides he's just going to go with it. So he says yes. So this character pretends to be Paul Auster, takes the job just to see what happens. And his job is to tail Peter Stillman after he's released from the mental institution. Because his wife, Virginia, who ended up, she was his second wife, but she's the one who makes the call. And she's like, yo, like, Peter Stillman's coming home to Manhattan. I'm here with my son, Peter Stillman, who's like completely fucked in the head. And I'm nervous he's going to come get us. And so Daniel Quinn is paid to like tail this guy. It's crazy. It's a crazy fucking story. But anyway, so that's why I think it's interesting. I don't know how the name Peter Stillman fits in other than Kojima being like, I like this book and I want to name this guy. But the fandom wiki had some shit that I want to call out. So first off, the fandom wiki for MGS2 claims Peter Stillman was an assumed name of Detective Daniel Quinn, which like happens for like a page. So it was very weird that that's what they clung to. And then also allegedly there were a whole bunch of other Paul Auster named characters in the game before they got cut. Originally, Peter Stillman, as we know him, was supposed to be like a weird Bizarro Ed from Police Knots, like the older black gentleman from Police Knots. This was supposed to be like a weird alternate universe version of him. And that's if the wiki is to be believed, which I'm going to be honest, I looked up so many things to try to corroborate this, and I couldn't find.
Do they have sources listed? Probably
they
not,
did not for that.
Oh,
not for that. So that's why I'm like, I don't under fucking stand. I mean, I won't lie, doing research for MGS1 for the book, I have been fucking quashing wiki shit like crazy. Like all this bullshit that they're like, oh, Reggie from Nintendo was the chief marketing officer at Pizza Hut when the demo discs came out. Literally not real. That did not happen. He started working there a year after that. So it's like, anyway, so I don't know. I've gotten to the point where I just don't trust any of these fucking wikis anymore. But I just thought it was neat to tie that back into this book. Also, City of Glass is dope. You should go fucking read it. Yeah. So
I do plan on reading them probably after we're done this. I think they sound incredible. I've been having them been recommended to me for like 14 years now, so it's about time that I finally bite the bullet.
Yeah. They definitely like break apart. Like I can't remember if I mentioned this or not, but Paul translated French literature for 15 years before he started writing.
Yeah, I think
and so so he's, I don't know, you can tell he's really playing with like literature as a medium, and it feels very like MGS too. So I can see.
Interesting.
I'm not going to guarantee or promise that this is going to be a thing that will happen. Could be cool to do a season that is actual book club.
Oh, that could be cool.
And read City of Glass.
Oh, fuck.
That would be
maybe not the whole trilogy, or maybe like we do City
just
of Glass
pick like one
spread it out over a period of time. But like could be a special season.
Yeah.
Where we actually become a book club. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah. City of Glass fucking owns and is pretty self-contained, even if we don't do the other two. So awesome. Well, everybody go buy a copy of City of Glass.
Hey, City of Glass, are you sure?
Pretty much it for this episode, I think.
There was one thing I forgot to bring up, and it's like such shitpost nonsense that I was waiting until we were just done. Do you happen to know the first word of dialogue that Fortune has in this game?
Oh no, I do not.
It's ironically enough, it's something you have in your soundboard, and her delivery on it is exactly the same as it is in the soundboard as well.
Is it come?
I honest to God, she goes, "Come," just like the preacher does. If you can find it and listen to it,
hold on.
I was playing it a couple days ago and lost my mind at how similar the delivery
here, hold
was.
on, I'll pull it down. I'll put it in the thing. La la la, vamp vamp vamp. Ooh, what else did you think, Chad?
Yes, queen. Yes, queen.
Jingle? Was that Jingle Bells?
Yeah.
Yes, queen.
Yes, queen.
Chad, what are your thoughts on the part of the game that we have covered for today's?
This is good. There's a ton of story development happens here. Like we said, this is a very gameplay light chapter. Whereas obviously the next episode is going to be pretty gameplay heavy. A lot of fun exploring and really letting the map open up. But we get a ton. And this is like, if you were to just play what we talked about in this episode, it is not a lot of time. This is going a mile
like an
a
hour.
Here.
Yeah.
And you get so much.
Sorry. I got
Did you hear it?
Yeah, here I'm about to cue it up. Keep doing your thing. Oh my god. I just got
so funny. Yeah.
That's very, very funny.
No, you get so much world building, and there's like the introduction of so many different little mysteries, and I don't know if there's of course, closer to the end, I'm sure that there are hours of the game that are more dense than this. But as far as like the first, I don't know, 3/4 of the game, I don't know if there's an hour that is this jam packed. Story wise,
yeah, that's a good. Yeah. I mean, I know
it's like a game. Like a lot of stuff happens, but it's a very front loaded game, and it's a very back loaded game for sure.
Sure, yeah.
And a lot does happen in the middle, but like you're getting like a lot of stuff on the ends of this.
All right, do we want to comparison real quick? A comparison.
Yes, please. Comparison.
So here we go. This is the preacher.
Come.
This is Fortune.
Come.
I think I'm gonna have to replace the preacher. I think we got.
That's incredible.
Can you do that one more time, please?
Yeah, sure.
Come.
No, both of them.
Oh fuck! I just removed the preacher. Let me.
No, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I was ceremoniously passing the guard. Here we go. Here we go. I got him.
Come.
Oh, 1 second. Let me turn that up.
Come.
I can't hear my cum. 1 second.
There's no cum in my headphones.
Come.
There we go. And then
turn on my cum. I can't hear my cum.
Come.
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 I'm gonna need you to layer them on top of each other now.
He's a good-looking boy.
Give me the full line delivery.
Full line delivery.
Yeah,
hold on. I can layer them. You guys continue to talk while I
fuck yeah, this is gonna be incredible. This is gonna be the highlight of the entire season.
Actually, I think I'm done for this episode.
Okay.
If y'all wanna, I'm just gonna lay here now.
It's
I'll
just
lay
a
down
con.
now.
I'm just gonna lay here and die. You just
What are we doing next week? What's our
Chad, you tell
plan
me.
for next week?
Next week we're gonna be diffusing some fucking
next
bombs.
time.
We're gonna be spraying our coolant all over the piss fucking haze. We're gonna be taking care of some men.
Yeah.
I love that your cadence to this is like you're just a pig in hog shit, you know?
Snarfing down pig dicks with these disgusting bitches.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're just gonna be
Nice.
spraying our seed all over the goddamn
We're just
fucking
gonna be
strut. A,
like-
B, C, D, LGBTQ, all of it.
Add those alphabet people. What's up with that?
Uh-oh.
All right, this is great to hear side by side. I'm not gonna lie. This is the true unity that I require. All right, I'm about to export this for you guys. Nice. Lily, where can people reach us? Oh, speaking of reaching us, fan mail, the fan text,
Yeah.
they work.
They do work.
Thank you, everybody who reached out to try to help us test that out. I'm going to go ahead and read the ones that we have, but I do want to let you guys know that I can't respond to your fan mail.
Yeah. We can't
can
respond to the
only-
messages.
Yeah. So I will just read them. I
No,
can pin them to the website though. So if you go to metalgearmondays.com, I'm pinning my favorite fan mail to the website.
I did see that the other day.
Lily, here I can paste this into the
paste
chat and I'll let you read it. Give me 1 second. Oh, that is a good looking boy. And I do have a message from James to read once we have done these as well.
So this message here, does it say the city or like the country?
It says Eugene, Oregon.
Oh.
This message from Eugene, Oregon. Test. Funny story in case it actually reaches you. The last time I played MGS2, I immediately decided the best thing I could do was get level 3 grip on Snake and Raiden. Right after doing it for Raiden, I found the tip of drop catching getting you 1/10 of a level. So I immediately threw Raiden off the BC connecting bridge. Raiden's scream made me feel better. Yeah, Raiden's scream made me feel better. Damn the Patriots.
The scream is very funny.
It is very
Texter.
good.
It's very funny. Yeah,
I'll cue it
kind
here.
of like that.
Cue here.
Very, very funny scream. Thank you, text from Eugene, Oregon, for your dedication to making Raiden suffer.
The first one I got, period, which made me incredibly happy, was from Roseville, California. It just says "Long live the Rat King" with an emoji of a rat and a crown.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
And then
I love
somebody
that. Long live the Rat King on the episode he's not on.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And then somebody just chatted "What up, MGM" with an eggplant emoji.
Let's go.
So yeah, totally. And that one's from Texas. So
Texas.
I know that's a big eggplant.
It's a
Oh.
big old everything's bigger in Texas.
The ice storms.
Everything. Yeah, the ice storm's also bigger in Texas somehow.
Are y'all ready for the double?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
The
hell
double?
So here's the original.
Come.
Yeah. Yep.
Here's our girl.
Come.
Uh-huh.
Here they are together.
Come. Come.
Oh my god.
I love that the sax slips in there too.
The sax is in there.
I think you
Yeah.
can hear a
Would-
seagull
would
as
you-
well.
Yes.
Would you say that's
Come.
together?
At the end.
The seagull. The seagull really is.
This is true unity.
Play it
My
again.
pretties.
Come.
All right. I think I'm-
Seagull is the best part.
I think I gotta keep it. I think I gotta keep the duo.
You gotta keep the merge, yeah. The convergence. The convergence.
What are the odds is that she says it the exact same way? That's so fucking
It's
funny.
fucking
I
hilarious.
love that it triggered you to be like,
I immediately was like,
He saw the inside of the Matrix, like, ugh.
it doesn't want a space odyssey, the fucking end of the movie.
Jesus. All right, let me read James's message before
Yeah.
we fucking spin out.
Bounce out. Yeah. It's too late, brother. We got
All right.
problems.
Here we go. James writes, tell everyone I love them and that I'm loving the game. I was looking forward to confirming, is the plant level meant to evoke playing through Shadow Moses?
Oh, brother.
Oh boy, is it.
He said, I really actually love the bait and switch that happens with Raiden. Maybe too spoilery, but I feel like that what we know about the kernel, that there is really excellent foreshadowing already happening. Yeah, I would agree with that. Also, didn't the Colonel say he was retiring after Shadow Moses?
Everybody says they're
family?
retiring.
Yeah.
Snake also said he was retiring after Shadow Moses.
Well, technically, he retired before Shadow Moses.
Before Shadow Moses.
So James says, the other thing I was interested in is the differences in the versions. I'm on the HD collection. I was reading that some folks feel like an aspect of the vibe is lost for this game, specifically on the more up-resed versions, which I can kind of see and honestly love. There's something about the way games looked around this time to me that feels very surreal and lends itself well to the twists and turns in this game.
I do know, I think there's because when I played this, and I wish I hadn't because it would have been easier to compare versions, but when I played the Master Collection version last year, I played with a mod that restored some of the things that were censored in future releases. So like the gore is turned down a little bit. And I'd be curious to do a side-by-side comparison of that. Because is it Substance where they toned it down a little bit? They would have had to at some point. I don't know if it's that or the HD collection.
Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe it was the HD collection because I was playing. I like laughed out loud. It was so crazy. So Steve hops on and I'm talking to Steve, and I'm just like mindlessly kind of going through the motions while I'm talking, and there's just a guard on the FA connecting bridge. In hard mode, there's just a guard and a sentinel.
Oh,
and 100% without even fucking blinking, I just like shoot the dude straight in the forehead from like across the bridge, and like homie flew back, splattered against the wall, and was just like folded on top of himself. And even Steve was just like, bro, what the fuck? And so it's like that was Sons of Liberty, so it might have even been anything after that first.
Yeah, sure.
But that was great. Like the wall was painted with that man. Like it was rough.
God.
But yes. Anyway, bloodlust aside, I'm gonna blame playing Unreal Tournament a lot as a kid for all of that.
Desensitization.
Yes. Yeah. Gibbs go good. Boom boom. Nice. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all we have to point to here at the end of the episode. I mean, we've teased what's coming next. James should be back next episode. If you dug the episode, like we mentioned at the beginning, like rate, review, that's super helpful. Also, just send us a letter. Like if you like the new show format, if you hate waiting 2 weeks, if you love that they're 4 hours long, whatever it is, just send us some feedback. It's always nice to know what we're doing, because when we don't hear from people, it feels like we're driving with like the windshield covered up a little bit. So yeah, let us know what you think. Hop in the Discord. It's a good time.
Is that email? I didn't get a chance to read it all the way through. Is that email from Matt that we have?
Oh yeah, let's talk about that one. Thank you for bringing that up. Do you want to read it? Do you want me to?
Yeah. Here, let me pull it up. We have a letter here from our friend Bath Matt. That I will.
Are you going to do it in a Bath accent?
Fuck no. I don't even know what a Bath accent sounds like, if I'm being quite honest. It would just be like the typical
accent with a lisp.
Oh, that too. I could do it in a bad accent for sure. Dear Metal Gear Mondays, I first played MGS2. This again, Matt Reynolds. Thank you. I first played MGS2 at my friend's house, and we only played parts of the tanker chapter, although I did not know that's what it was at the time. Eventually, I got my own PS2 and a copy of Substance. As a 12-year-old, the choice of Tanker Plant and Tanker Plant meant literally nothing to me, and I accidentally chose Plant and spent the whole game wondering when I would get to do the cool bit with Snake that I had played at my friend's house.
Oh, poor kid.
Similar to Alessio's story about cutscenes, my friend and I are also hooked up the PS2 to a VCR, and we would play the game but record only the cutscenes, making our own little MGS2 movie.
That's so cool, dude.
For Lily and Chad, we would also do the same. I added the and Chad, but I don't think Matt knew that Chad was going to be on the season when he wrote this necessarily. For Lily and Chad, we would also do the same with WWE. We'd plan out a whole storyline for a tournament and then record us playing the matches.
Hell yeah.
Big hell yeah. As you already discussed, MGS2 was probably the most anticipated video game sequel of its day. I want to know what past video game sequel were each of the crew most hyped for, and did it live up to their expectations? Thanks, Matt. I didn't have pizza until I was 21 years old.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No, yeah, I don't know.
I know they got pizza there, brother.
We got to do it. I'm gonna put that
on
on as a potential Patriot Club topic. Yeah. Why the fuck has Matt not had pizza until he was 21?
I will start just to answer, because we're obviously running long and it's very late. I will answer that question with I really, 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 after how much I loved Fallout 3 and New Vegas, deeply anticipating Fallout 4. I hate that game. Can't stand Fallout 4.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so unfortunately, no, it did not live up to the expectations. So that's my immediate answer to that question.
I like parts of that game. I don't like that game as a whole.
Yeah. The first thing that popped into mind was Fallout 4. So
nice. Chad, what about you?
I think off the top of my head, the one that comes to mind is Mass Effect 2. Because there was a lot of hype going into that. It looked incredible. I think it might be the first time I ever got a steelbook, like any kind of like pre-order bonusy type thing for a video game. And in contrast to Fallout 4, sorry, go ahead.
You're saying that Mass Effect 2 did not live up to the hype? Or
no, I'm saying like that's an example of something that I was very excited for. And then in contrast to Fallout 4, it was fucking brilliant. It was I think a lot better than the first game.
Yeah. As I say, I forgot that the question was, did it or did it not live up? And
can you imagine if I was like, I fucking hate
what? Mass Effect 2? I'm learning things about Chad. Mass Effect 2 is like one of my top 3 favorite games of all time, for sure.
Oh, Mass Effect 2 rocks. The DLC for that is really good too.
Incredible.
Yeah, there's some great stuff.
What's your spicy take, Alessia?
All right, so hold on. I'll give you guys the I guess the real answer to Matt's thing, but then I'll give you guys like the spicy answer. So for me, we've talked about it on the Patriot Club. Huge fucking Max Payne guy. Huge
Max Payne guy.
Thank you. And the day that Max Payne 3 was coming out, I was working on a film over the summer, and I think Kristen was doing an internship as well. We were in college, so she was out of town all summer. And it was an off day from the film. I was a director of photography on an independent feature film for the summer, and it was super work intensive, but I randomly had like 2 days off. And so I went to the game store and picked up both Diablo 3 and Max Payne 3 on the same night. And playing Max Payne 3, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this feels so different. And at first I was not super into it. And then I became like head over heels in love with that game. Like, that game's fucking wonderful. Hot take. I fucking hate Skyrim, you guys.
Yeah.
I picked up Skyrim like on launch and proceeded to play it for maybe 3 days and then was like, I'm over this.
Yeah.
Skyrim was my first and only like midnight release lining up at the game store inside the mall thing.
Your only one?
Yeah. Because I think so growing up, I'm from like a fucking backwoods town. They just didn't do it. And then I went to university when I was 18. That came out my second, in between my first and second year university, or second and third. And I did it for that. And then after that, I just kind of, I don't know, I just hadn't done it again. And then they stopped doing it for the most part shortly after. Everything went digital, right?
I think I did it for GTA 5 a little bit.
That one was a huge one. Holy shit. Yeah.
Huge
midnight release.
It's so crazy to think that I fucking beat GTA 5's campaign in like a week on the PS3.
Right. Because it came out on the older ones first.
Fucking insane. Yeah. It's not. I remember that when online hadn't even come out yet. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Wow.
But
I
I literally fell asleep playing Skyrim, by the way. Like literally like mid like action. Like there were things happening and I fell asleep at the wheel. Like
the thing that I have, and this I think is actually also a very hot take. I do like Skyrim, cannot stand Oblivion.
oh, interesting.
I don't like Oblivion.
I think it's a dragon they've been chasing since Morrowind. I don't know if they've ever been able to
I
truly follow
love
up Morrowind is the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like aspects of Oblivion, like the Oblivion gates popping up was like a cool idea, but
y'all, if they don't fucking figure out a new goddamn engine by the time Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, what are we even doing?
They just don't make good video games. Is this
I'm gonna say
for a long time?
I'm gonna say something crazy. I don't.
Bethesda's washed, and I think they have been for a pretty long time. Actually,
Well, it's funny that we bring that up because bringing up Mass Effect 2, BioWare, another company that has been washed ever since pretty much Mass Effect 2. Really, like Mass Effect 3 had issues, but it was still pretty good.
I'll stand by 3 as being a very good game. I
don't hate the ending of 3 like a lot of people do.
3 is my least favorite Mass Effect, but but I also really love it still, and it is overhated. I think
I agree, it's overhated.
Played
for sure.
1 and 2, and then never played 3. So
3 is good.
3 does have some really cool stuff. There's some pretty the PTSD stuff is actually handled pretty well from what I remember.
Oh, nice.
The PTSD stuff is handled really well, and like some of the callbacks and the payoffs and stuff are actually really really good. And I think like the lesson at the end about like choice and stuff is interesting.
I know a lot of people didn't get it and hated it a lot.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part.
But I played 3 I played through all 3 of them as recently as 2024, I believe. Just
because the big release with all 3 packaged in one. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I've been hanging on to it, so I went and I platinumed all 3 of them because I fucking
Christ.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed all my entire time with that.
Nice.
It's a great games. I hope maybe if they do a new one, it won't be shit.
Yeah. I think Bethesda should just sell their IP to somebody else at this point.
Yeah.
So I'll leave us with this fun fact about Metal Gear Solid 2's subtitle, Substance, comes from the name comes from the name of the Joy Division singles compilation album that came out in 1988.
Oh, okay.
Alternatively, and this is so fucking confusing, New Order also put out an album called Substance that is a compilation album that came out in 1987. So it could be either of those two because they're the same fucking band. And
it's the same dudes.
I'm ashamed at how old I was before I realized that they were the exact same band minus Ian. I was like probably 25 years old when I learned that New Order and Joy Division are the same band. But anyway. Cool. Yeah, fun fact. I had no idea, but also R.I.P. Ian Curtis. Anybody got plugs? Lily, where can people find you?
Linktree.com/Liliana Dawn. That's it.
I like that. That came out fluid.
Chad.
You can find me at Linktree. /Kilometers Davis. Yeah, and you know the deal. Spelt the fucking French Canadian way, all that shit.
French.
But I did it. I got one.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice. I'm trying to think of where I want to send you guys. If you're listening to this and you want to know more, you should send an email to contact@metalgearmondays.com with the subject line book ? Because I'm going to share this fun fact. Officially, David Hayter's on board.
Hey.
So the book is cranking. Got a lot of dope shit.
Cranking
I'm
my
stoked.
hog.
So is David, if things are to be believed.
Yeah. So should be a good time. I'm going to try not to spoil too terribly much, but as it continues, I will leave some little nuggets here and there. But you should send us, if you want to remain in the know, send us the email. I'll note your email address and I'll just like shoot out some updates or something every once in a while. But going really well so far. So hopefully there will be a book that people can read.
Fucking email newsletter.
Oh yeah, that's what I guess that is what I just created on the spot. Apology.
No man, that rules.
But yeah, so hopefully this thing goes well.
Will you be asking him about the Mississauga train derailment of 1979?
I feel obligated to at this
Hell
point.
yeah.
If we ever have a Japanese interview for the show, I have a really awesome interpreter who I worked with to do an interview yesterday. She was great. So we can now do that. So if anybody wants to get us some Japanese interviews for the podcast, but we're working on it. I don't know how to get to the end of the show.
It's just a box.
Oh, okay. Well.
Come.
I want to hear the seagull.
Come.
I fucking love the seagull. The seagull is my new favorite Metal Gear character.